right. Welcome to Table Read Tuesdays, and this week we are reading Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And so we'll go around to see who our readers and actors are. In my left-hand corner, Don Lampasone.
Oh, I'm first today. Okay. I'm Don Lampasone. I'll be playing Scott today. I've just been having so much fun with this group, and I'm going to try to keep that going and have a lot of fun tonight.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So happy to have you here every week. And I'm Jacob Patrick, and I'm going to be reading Gideon tonight and some of the action descriptions. And Toni, Flora. Surprise! You're muted at the moment. There you are.
Sorry about that. Hello, I'm Toni Flora. I am reading, and I think this is kind of funny too, Stephen Stills and various other parts, Roxy and Narrator and a few other people. So just watch me pop up occasionally everywhere. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. And Bitota.
Hi, I'm Bitota Mpolo, and I'm going to be reading for Ramona Flowers.
Awesome. And then after the whole reading, then we'll give everybody a chance to say what they're working on and where people can find them at the end of the reading. And I'll put the time codes for that in the action descriptions. And so next we have Angelina.
Oh, me. I'm Angelina Peterson, and I'll be reading a bunch because we just had one of our beautiful actors was not able to make it today, and she was going to play Knives, so I'm taking Knives over Envy, Sandra, PartyGoer, 2 and 4, Promoter, and Crash. So, and reading the action part of it, part way through. Got my water ready.
And next we have Petra.
Hi, Petra, first time being here, so really excited, and hi. Gonna be playing Kim along with a couple of other parts, which is kind of funny because Kim is the exact opposite of my personality. She's a little bit more like, really, basically exactly how we were told not to introduce ourselves right now is what I'm gonna be like later. So looking forward to that.
Awesome. And Heather-Leigh Cameron.
Hi, my name is Heather-Leigh Cameron. Tonight I will be playing Julie and Mother Chau. I'm excited to be here. I'm a frequent attendee, and I'm just raring to go.
Excellent. Thank you. And Clint Monroe.
Hey, guys. It's Clint coming at you live. And I will be playing a bunch of different characters. Will be a nice chance to test out my vocal range and see what I got. But you guys, viewers, are in for a treat because this is an amazing script. Super, super, super tight. Went through it, watched the video and everything, and it is fantastic. So sit back, throw up your script, watch it, and enjoy.
Awesome. Thank you. And with that, I will share the script with everyone. Here it comes. There we are. And then we shall begin. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, written by Edgar Wright and Michael Bacall. Based on the graphic novel by Bryan Lee O'Malley. All right, May 13th, 2010. Exterior, Toronto residential street day. Snowy suburbs of Toronto. From a nondescript house, we hear,
Scott Pilgrim is dating a high schooler.
Interior, Stephen Stills' kitchen day. 4 20-somethings lounge around a small kitchen table. Stephen Stills, 25, shaggy hair, Canadian cowboy chic.
Really? Is she hot?
Kim Pine, 22, cute, bitter, sweatshirt with a zipper.
So how old are you now, Scott? Like 28?
I'm not playing your little games.
You've been out of high school for like 13 years, and
I'm 22. 22.
And you're dating a high school girl? Not bad. Not bad.
Young Neil, 20, simple mind, layered t-shirts.
Did you guys do it yet?
Scott Pilgrim, 22, fresh-faced and charmingly cocky with an unruly yet adorable mop of a hair.
We have done many things. We ride the bus. We have meaningful conversations about how yearbook club went and about her friends and, drama.
Yeah, okay. Have you even kissed her?
We almost held hands once, but then she got embarrassed.
Well, aren't you just pleased as punch?
So, what's her name?
Knives Chau. She's Chinese.
Chinese.
Young Neil pauses his Nintendo DS.
Wicked. How'd you meet her?
I believe I mentioned the bus.
Scott Pilgrim prepares to tell an amazing story. Interior the bus night. Knives Chau, 17, cute and innocent, with clothes to match, sits next to her mother, Mother Chau, 45, demanding.
You are 17-year-old. Time to get interested in boy.
Mom,
Knives drops her bags, books scattered everywhere.
You drop book.
Knives crouches down to pick up her books, grumbling.
Hey,
Knives looks up to see the cute, gallant Scott Pilgrim holding her books. Text appears in an on-screen box. Scott Pilgrim, 22 years old, rating awesome. Stars appear near Knives' eyes. Scott grins heroically. Scott winks at Knives. Scott winks at the camera. Interior Stephen Steele's kitchen day. Back in the kitchen, everyone looks at Scott.
Is that seriously the end of the story?
yes, it is.
Young Neil unpauses his Nintendo DS.
So, when do we get to meet her?
Please, God, let it be soon.
Ding-a-dong! The doorbell rings. Scott smiles broadly.
That's for me.
Interior exterior, Stephen Steele's house day. The eager Knives stands outside. Scott opens the door a crack.
You promise to be good?
of course I'll be good.
No, really, please be good.
Am I normally not?
Stephen Stills comes to the door and peers through.
Oh, hey, Knives, this is Stephen Stills. He's the talent.
Hey,
Stills shuts the door on a confused Knives.
is she gonna geek out on us?
She'll just sit in the corner, man.
I mean, I want her to geek out on us.
She'll geek. She geeks. She has the capacity to geek.
Stephen Stills quickly opens the door and waves Knives in.
You're good.
Interior Stephen Stills' house day. Knives enters, looking around the rehearsal pad with awe. Bare bulb, ratty rug, drums, guitar, bass, lame brand, amps.
Wow.
Knives, that's Kim. Let me get your coat.
Scott throws Knives' coat on the floor. Knives waves.
Hi. Sorry, what was your name?
Kim.
You play the drums?
Yes.
Reveal Kim sitting behind the drum set, sticks in her hands.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Knives, that's young Neil.
Hi. What do you play?
Well, Zelda, Tetris, that's kind of a big question.
Knives stares blankly at young Neil, who finally gets it.
Oh, I'm not in the band. I just live here.
Sex Bomb has geared up, amps hum to life.
Let's start with Lunch Pack, McQuack.
That's not the actual title of the.
We are Sex Bomb! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Kim bashes the kid of Sex Bomb, explode into rock. Guitar and the bass leads leap into the air, spelling out our title, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Titles continue over the song as a small rehearsal space seems to grow with the music. Stephen Stills barks unintelligible lyrics. Knives watches, jaw ajar. The song ends, feedback lingering.
You guys are so amazing.
Exterior bus stop evening. Scott bids adieu to a stunned Knives, and she gets on the bus.
I can't even. Sex bomb. Amazing.
Interior Stephen Stills' room evening. The band and young Neil lounge around Stephen Stills' room.
She seems nice.
Yeah.
She seems awesome.
Yeah.
God, if your life had a face, I would punch it.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I mean, are you really happy or are you really evil?
Like, do I have ulterior motives or something? I'm offended, Kim.
Wounded, even?
Hurt, Kim.
You hurt?
Scott takes a breath, turns to young Neil.
Neil, you were saying she seems awesome?
Yeah, she seems awesome.
Yeah.
Interior Wallace's apartment evening. Scott hangs his coat up in a tiny room apartment. He turns to Wallace Wells. Dark hair, arched eyebrow, disloyal. Wallace Wells, roommate, 24 years old. Fun fact, he is gay.
Before you hear some dirty lies from someone else, yes, I'm dating a 17-year-old.
Wallace looks up from the Now magazine he's reading.
Is he cute?
Ha 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 ha.
Does this mean we stopped sleeping together?
Do you see another bed in here?
Tiny boxes of text indicate the ownership of the items in the room flat. 95% belongs to Wallace, futon included.
Yeah, you're totally my bitch forever.
So the whole 17-year-old thing, don't tell too many people.
Hey, you know me.
I mean, don't tell my sister.
You know me.
Wallace tosses the Now magazine aside, starts texting.
Who are you texting?
Ringy ring. The phone goes. Scott picks up.
17 years old? Scandal? Oh, that's not me.
I know, I'm all, are you surprised?
17 years old? Scandal.
Intercut with Stacey Pilgrim, cute. Peppy barista, gabbing on her cell phone in the second cup. A sign behind her reads, "If you are using your cell phone, you will not be served." Stacey Pilgrim, younger sister, 19, rating T for teen.
That's not true. Who told you?
Wallace, duh.
That gossipy bitch.
You know me.
Scott turns to see Wallace on a second cordless.
Wallace.
Wallace clicks off. Scott sinks into an armchair.
Who is this mysterious child you date?
Her name is Knives. Knives Chau.
A 17-year-old Chinese schoolgirl? You're ridiculous.
It's a Catholic school, too.
With the uniform and everything?
Yeah, the whole deal.
Oh my God, you haven't.
No. We haven't even held hands. I think she hugged me once.
Scott, why are you doing this?
I don't know. It's just nice. You know, it's just simple.
It's been over a year since you got dumped by she who will not be named.
Scott glances down at the partially obscured Now magazine, looking into the hot girl's eyes on the back cover album ad.
So, are you legitimately moving on, or is this just you being insane?
Scott looks at a strip of photo booth pictures. He smiles next to a hot redhead in happier times.
Can I get back to you on that?
A school bell clings loudly. Catholic school day. Wallace and Scott stand outside a Catholic high school. Uniformed boys and girls pour out. And Wallace says,
I don't want to be here at all.
This school has boys, too.
I hate you. I wouldn't even think twice about dating a 17-year-old.
Well, she's only allowed out when the sun is up, so I wouldn't call it dating. More like
Playtime?
That doesn't sound so good either.
Scott, hey!
Knife skips to Scott. Her friend Tamara lingers behind.
Hey, Knives, this is my cool gay roommate, Wallace Wells. He's gay.
Oh, hi. Do you want to know who in my class is gay?
Yes. Does he wear glasses?
Wallace, you go now. Big on.
Wallace pulls Knives close, whispers.
You're too good for him. Run.
Interior, the arcade, day. Scott and Knives play Ninja Revolution. Think a martial arts version of Dance Dance Revolution. They punch and kick in unison, side by side.
Did you know the original name of Pac-Man was Puck-Man? You would think it's because Pac-Man looks like a yellow hockey puck, but actually it comes from the Japanese phrase paku paku, which means to flap one's mouth open and close. They changed it over here because Puck-Man is too easy to vandalize. You know, scratch out the P and turn it into an F or whatever.
Knives flips over Scott's back in a combo move.
Oh my God. Like, wow.
Yeah, wow.
The game ends. Continue appears, counting down. 10, 9, 8. Scott looks at knives. She digs for quarters.
Oh, I got it.
Exterior pizza day. Scott and Knives leave a pizza joint, slice in hand.
Tamara is into this Korean guy, Bobby, but everyone thinks Bobby has a crush on Mina.
I thought Derek and Tamara had a mutual like each other thing going. What happened?
Interior the Goodwill day. Scott and Knives shop for t-shirts. Hangers click in time.
I don't listen to much music. I know a lot of kids who play piano or whatever, but you guys rock.
I knew I personally rocked, but I never suspected that we rocked as a unit. Thank you, Knives.
Interior Sonic Boom record store day. Scott and Knives flip through the records in perfect sync.
I mean, you guys are going to be huge.
Well, we're already pretty big, but it might be cool if people wore our t-shirt.
Knives speaks to a female clerk, Shirley with tats and specs. Julie, 22, Steele's girlfriend, rating, what is her problem?
Excuse me, do you have anything by The Clash at Demon Head?
Have you tried the section marked The Clash Demon Head?
Thank you, Julie.
Are you coming to my party Friday, or will you be busy babysitting?
Thank you, Julie. You don't want to listen to her, and you definitely don't want to listen to them.
Scott puts the Clash at Demon Head CD back in the rack.
Oh, I heart them so much.
I hearted them too until they signed to a major label, and the singer turned into a total bitch and ruined my life. But that's just me.
Envy Adams is so cool. Do you read her blog?
Sorry, you were saying about me?
Exterior snowy Toronto street day. Scott and Knives amble down a snow-covered sidewalk.
I mean, I've never gone out with someone so talented.
You go out with a lot of guys?
No,
Yeah, so whatever, man.
I've never even kissed a guy.
Knives blushes and looks at the ground. Scott hugs her.
Me neither.
Exterior Wallace's apartment day. Scott and Knives walk up to the front of Wallace's apartment.
So is this your secret lair? Can I come in?
My secret lair is one of those no girls allowed deals.
Oh, okay.
But do you want to see the house where I grew up?
Sure.
They literally walk across the street to a small house.
Here you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wind blows, the light snow falls, turns to sand. Exterior, the dream desert, hottest day. Scott wanders alone through a barren land. He falls to his knees next to a lonely cactus.
Oh God. So alone.
A mysterious girl on rollerblades across the shifting sands. She wears fishnets, an army jacket, skirt, and goggles. Her pink hair is funky but cool. She is hotter than the desert sun. We know the mysterious girl is Envy, so who's playing Envy might want to
Mysterious
unmute.
girl is Ramona, actually.
Oh, that's actually what I meant, but you are totally right, and I'm totally wrong. So Ramona, mysterious girl, please.
You're not alone. You're just having some idiotic dream.
Does that mean we can make out? But she's gone.
Interior Wallace's apartment. Scott wakes up, sitting up in the futon.
Oh God.
Wallace wakes up to the left of Scott, rubbing his eyes.
What is it, Scott?
I had this totally weird dream.
Oh, God.
What is it, Scott?
A scruffy, goateed guy wakes up right between Scott and Wallace. Other Scott, 22, Wallace's boyfriend? Fun fact, guy curious.
Can we skip the dream time? Color me not interested. But there was this girl.
Girl?
Was this an envy-related dream?
Don't even use the E word in this house.
No, it wasn't her. It was somebody new. Yay for that.
Other Scott goes back to sleep. Wallace rubs his eyes.
Speaking of new, weren't you supposed to take me to that fake high school girlfriend to the library like a half hour ago?
What? It's like 6 a.m.
Scott opens the bathroom door. Sunlight ignites the room.
Ah!
Interior library day.
What's wrong?
Scott is noticeably taller than all the teens in the library. He carries a stack of books of knives.
Libraries remind me of grade school.
That must seem like a really long time ago.
Let's talk about something else.
The hiss of the ball bearings catches Scott's attention. He freezes as he sees the rollerblading girl from his dream skating towards the desk in a sexualistic slow motion.
Do you know that girl?
The rollerblading girl delivers a package from Amazon CA to the librarian. Scott's gaze follows the girl as she blades out of the library. Pensive guitar underscores his thoughts.
Scott?
Scott continues to stare at the girl. Time slows to a crawl.
Scott!
Interior Stephen Still's house, evening. Scott stands in the rehearsal room, head still in the clouds.
You only played one note for that entire song.
It was, my hand slipped.
Is your girlfriend distracting you?
My girlfriend?
A meek knife sits next to a young Neil on the couch.
I'll be quieter.
Let's do that once again.
Sorry, what are we doing?
Exterior Toronto residential street night.
I told you like 50 times.
Scott, Kim Pine, Stephen Stills, and young Neil walk down an icy Toronto street. Scott's head is still in the clouds.
We're going to a party, moron.
Party?
At Julie's.
Oh, I thought you guys split.
We did, but, you know, there may be some label guys there, so...
Oh, man, this is going to suck.
Well, at least they could give us something to complain about.
Oh, man.
Interior Julie's house night. A bored Scott stands next to young Neil in a very crowded house party. Both have red plastic cups in hand.
This sucks.
Sucks.
I'm going to go pee due to boredom.
Scott exits the frame.
I have to pee.
Neil sips his drink. Scott passes Comeau, a bispectacle hipster geek. Comeau, 25, fun fact, knows everyone, including you.
Hey, Comeau.
Hey, Scott, some party. You getting your drink on?
This is Coke Zero. I don't drink.
You don't drink? I remember you getting ridiculously drunk off of 2 G&Ts at one time, and...
Comeau, you know everyone, right?
Pretty much.
Do you know this one girl with hair like this?
Scott sketches an incomprehensible drawing of Ramona.
Yeah, man, Ramona Flowers. Somebody said she might be coming tonight.
What?
Well, you got the hots for her? I heard she's hardcore, man.
Scott has hardly left a Scott-shaped dust cloud already. Interior Julie's house moments later. Scott scans the party. His eyes go wide. He crushes his plastic cup. There she is, playing the wall. Ramona, aloof, enigmatic, hot. Scott slides up and stands next to her.
Hey, sup?
Nothing.
Hey, you know Pac-Man?
I know of him.
Scott begins to babble.
Well, you know, Pac-Man was originally Puck-Man, but not because Pac-Man looks like a hockey puck. And Packa means flap in your mouth. And they changed it because if you scratch out the P, it turns into an F. You know, like...
Yeah, it's amazing.
Am I dreaming?
Ramona looks at Scott blankly. He slowly sulks away.
I'll leave you alone forever now.
Then he stalked her for the rest of the party. Series of quick shots as Scott follows Ramona. He ducks around corners, spies from behind a much bigger dude. Ramona leaves the party. Scott grabs a startled young Neil.
Dude!
What?
She's totally real!
Who?
Ramona Flowers.
Huh?
Jump cut. Scott runs towards Comeau.
Dude, what do you know about Ramona Flowers?
All I know is she's American.
American?
But you should talk to Sandra or Monique.
Sandra and Monique, 24, two girls Comeau knows.
Lady dudes, what do you know about Ramona Flowers?
I think she has a boyfriend.
Yeah, some guy back in New York.
Doesn't she have the most ridiculous name?
I know, it's so Ramona Quimby, age 8, and yet Flowers.
The girls laugh. Scott does not.
Yeah, what else?
Jump cut through a flurry of faces as Scott asks everyone about Ramona.
Yeah, I heard she kicks ass.
She's on another level.
She's got men dying at her feet.
She's got some battle scars.
Not to be entered in lightly.
We end the surly Julie, the rude clerk who steps in front of Scott, arms crossed. Stephen Stills is with her.
What about Ramona Flowers?
You know her? Tell me now.
She just moved here. Got a job with Amazon. Comes into my work.
Does she really?
Didn't you just say she broke up with someone, Jules?
Did she really?
That they had a huge fight or whatever?
Did they? Really?
Yes. But I didn't want Scott to know that, Stephen.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about that girl. She just...
Scott! I forbid you from hitting on Ramona. Even if you haven't had a real girlfriend in over a year.
Hey, whoa. Scott's mourning period is officially over. He's totally dating a high schooler.
Dating a high schooler is the mourning period.
She's got a point.
I thought you guys broke up.
I don't want you scaring off the coolest girl at my party, Scott. We all know you're a total lady killer wannabe jerky jerk.
That's garbage. Completely untrue.
That time with Lisa.
Misunderstanding.
That time with Holly.
Not what it looked like.
The time you dumped Kim for.
Hey, me and Kim are all good now.
Scott looks to Kim. We hear the sound of Arctic winds.
Whatever. Ramona is out of your league. Let's leave it at that. And anyway, I'm not even sure she really did have a big breakup. She keeps mentioning some guy named Gideon.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about that girl. She just...
Forget it, Scott!
Interior Wallace's apartment night. Scott lies on the futon, wide awake. Wallace storms in. And he's muted, so we can't hear him saying,
Guess who's drunk?
I guess Wallace.
You guess right.
back. Wallace flops on the futon, landing next to Scott.
So that girl from my dream?
Girl? Okay.
I saw her at the library.
Library? Can you pretend we're talking about a guy?
So then I'm at this party and hey, there she is.
There he is.
I think she's...
You think he's...
I think she's the girl of my dreams.
Then you should break up with this fake high school girlfriend then.
I've never been so sure about something.
Then you should break up with the fake high school girlfriend.
What's that?
Break up fake high school girlfriend.
I'm not getting it, friend.
Wallace drifts off. Ringy ring, Scott answers, intercut with Stacey sitting on a bus on her cell phone.
You're thinking of juggling two chicks?
Not even.
Well, you should break up with your fake high school girlfriend.
Wait, who told you?
Duh. Wallace.
He's not even conscious.
Whatever. You, of all people, should know how sucky it is to get cheated on.
Don't you have a job to do?
You're right. I should send out a mass text about this. Bye.
Scott looks to Wallace, who is out cold, cell phone in hand.
Wallace, how do you do that?
Hard cut to morning light filling the room.
Wallace!
Wallace sits bolt upright. Scott sits at Wallace's computer.
Amazon.ca. What's the website for that?
Amazon.ca.
Awesome. I have to order something really cool.
You've got mail.
Dude, this thing claims I have mail.
It's amazing what you can do with computers these days.
Dude, now I'm reading it.
I'm so happy for you.
Dear Mr. Pilgrim, it has come to my attention that we will be fighting soon. My name is Matthew Patel, and I'm blah, 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 blah. Fair warning, blah, blah, blah. This is
What?
This is boring. Delete.
Click. Scott walks to the front door. Moments pass.
Scott, are you waiting for the package you just ordered?
Maybe.
It's the weekend. It won't even ship until Monday at the earliest.
Ding-a-dong. Scott jumps to his feet.
You were saying?
Scott opens the door. It's Knives Chau.
Hey.
Cat hug. Oh.
Knives smothers Scott.
A tack hug. That's cute.
He plasters on one of his best fake smile.
Remember you were supposed to meet me at the bus stop a half an hour ago?
How could I possibly forget?
Interior Sonic Boom Day. Scott and Knives flip through the record bins out of sync.
Yearbook club is getting so boring. I cannot believe the music they put on while we work.
That's sucky.
Interior The Goodwill Day. Knives buys a hip and trendy jacket. Scott sits on the couch next to a do not sit sign, still distracted.
Hannah broke up with Alan and now she's all into Derek.
Uh-huh.
Exterior Pizza Day. Scott and Knives walk out of the pizza joint. Knives chows down on a slice. Scott doesn't eat. His thoughts elsewhere.
But Tamara claims she has dibs on Derek.
I tell ya.
Interior The Arcade Day. Scott and Knives play Ninja Revolution side by side. Scott plays heartedly, his timing off.
Combo!
Knives goes to flip over Scott, but he messes up. The mirror image of Scott's video game avatar appears on screen.
Uh-oh. Nega Ninja.
Nega Ninja squares up against Scott's avatar.
I can never get past that guy.
Scott has his little video game head cut off. The continue countdown comes up. 9, 10, 9, 8.
Do you want to keep going?
Scott takes a long look at Knives.
I think.
Scott takes a deep breath. This is never easy. 3, 2, 1. Interior Stephen Still's house, evening.
Game on, everybody. Game on.
An excited Stills addresses Sex Bomb. Scott turns his base, alone by the window, staring out.
I got us a show.
Oh my gosh, when?
Knives bursts into frame. Scott winces.
Wednesday, the Rocket. And even better, it's the TIBB.
The Toronto International Battle of the Bands?
That's right. The guy at work was like, Steve, do you know anyone in a band? And I was like, I'm in a band. And he was like, you're in a band? And I was like, yeah, I'm totally in a band.
Great story, man.
Is there a prize or something?
Only a record deal with G-Man Graves,
What? Who?
You don't know?
indie producer of the millennium.
Oh.
Whoa.
Stills gestures to Knives, homemade Sex Bomb t-shirt.
If we win, it won't be just Knives wearing a Sex Bomb t-shirt. It'll be the cool kids too.
Knives can barely contain herself. She grabs Scott.
I will do everything I can to get out of study group and come.
Sure, great.
We follow Scott as he walks in a daze to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. Who are you battling?
Crash and the boys.
That one band with Crash? And the boys?
Yep, that's the one.
I hate them.
Oh my gosh. I hate them too.
Yeah, they suck.
Interior Stephen Steele's house bathroom evening. Scott pees in a state of dreamy reverie. The pee bar above his head slowly reduces. He stares at himself in the mirror. Scott exits the bathroom, entering Interior Dream High School. A long and empty high school hallway. Scott's footsteps echoes as he moves towards the classroom door with a star on it. Ramona Flowers bursts through the door, skating past Scott and down the hall. Package from Amazon clutched in her hand. Scott runs after her. Around a corner, down a row of lockers leading to the outside of Wallace's apartment. Interior Wallace's apartment, morning. Scott leaps out of the futon and runs towards the front of the door, throwing it open, startling Ramona Flowers just as she presses the doorbell. Dingy-dong.
Hi, I was thinking about asking you out, but then I realized how stupid that would be. So, do you want to go out sometime?
No, that's okay. You just have to sign for this, right?
I just woke up and you were in my dream. I dreamt you were delivering me this package. Is that weird?
It's not weird at all.
It's not?
No, it's just like you've got this really convenient subspace highway running through your head that I like to use. It's like 3 miles in 15 seconds.
Right.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys don't have that in Canada.
You don't remember me, do you? I met you at the party the other day.
Were you Pac-Man guy?
No, not even. That was some total ass. I was the other guy. You're Ramona Flowers, right?
That's me.
So you're like American?
Why? Am I coming off as rude?
Not at all. No.
Scott stands in awe of Ramona. She gives him a pen.
You know, you need to sign for this, whatever this is.
It's something really cool. You'd be impressed.
You still have to sign.
But if I sign for it, you'll leave.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay, well, can we maybe just hang out sometime, get to know each other? You're the new kid on the block, right? I've lived here forever. I mean, there are reasons for you to hang out with me.
You're all over the place.
You are like my dream girl.
I need to find a new route.
Either that or you need to start hanging out with me.
You want me to hang out with you.
If that's cool.
If I say yes, will you sign for your damn package?
Scott finally signs on the dotted line and throws the package straight in the trash.
Done. So yeah, 8:00.
Exterior park night. Scott finds Ramona waiting at the top of the stairs in the park. The Toronto skyline gleams in the night behind them.
Why are you just standing there?
Dude, I'm totally waiting on you.
Sorry, I just assumed you were too cool to be on time.
Well, you assumed wrong.
So what do you want to do? We could get a slice at Pizza or flip through some records at Sonic Boom. Oh, or there's this awesome game called Ninja Revolution at the...
I'm not interested in simulated violence.
I'm cool with whatever you want to do.
This is good.
Scott and Ramona trudge through the snow in the empty park.
This is good. So how'd you end up in Toronto?
Just needed an escape, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
I got a job here, and Gideon had always said Toronto was one of the great cities, so...
Is Gideon, is he your boyfriend?
He's a friend.
Was he your boyfriend?
Do you mind if we don't get into that right now?
It's so not interesting to me.
They sit on some swings in the park.
So what about you? What do you do?
Between jobs.
Between what and what?
My last job is a long story filled with sighs.
Yeah, I know plenty of those.
Is that why you left New York?
Pretty much. It was time to head somewhere a little more chilled.
Well, certainly chilled here.
Yeah.
Chilled as in cold.
Yeah.
I'm totally obsessed with you.
I didn't mean to get you obsessed.
I just haven't been obsessed with a girl for a long time. It's weird.
That's probably because you sleep with a guy. I was guessing from your apartment, but you totally do.
We're just poor. We can't afford 2 beds. We're not gay. Well, actually, no, Wallace is pretty gay.
Dude, relax. I believe you. You're too desperate to be gay.
I feel so stupid.
Oh, you're probably not that stupid.
Laughing, Ramona hops off her swing.
I'm Mostly stupid.
Well, you're definitely stupid if you want to go out with me.
Exactly. Yeah.
The snowfall gets heavier.
This is ridiculous. Isn't it like April?
Yeah, I can barely see you. This whole thing is an unmitigated disaster.
I think act of God is a pretty decent excuse for a lousy date.
So this is a date, huh?
Did I say date? Slip of the tongue.
Tongue?
The snow gets heavier still. Ramona walks away.
Anyway, night's not over yet. I think there's a thingy up there somewhere.
A thingy?
A door.
A door? I can't see you. I'm blind. Help me.
A door with a star opens. It appears out of the whiteness. Ramona opens the door. Scott and Ramona fall into blackness. Interior Ramona's apartment night. Scott shivers at the kitchen table of Ramona's cozy, girl-friendly apartment. He watches as she slips off her coat.
What kind of tea do you want?
There's more than one kind?
We have blueberry, raspberry, ginseng, sleepy thyme, green tea with lemon and honey, liver disaster, ginger with honey, ginger without honey, vanilla almond, white truffle, blueberry, calamine, vanilla walnut, constant common, and Earl Grey.
Did you make some of those up?
I think I'll have sleepy time.
That sounds good to me.
Let me get you a blanket.
That would actually be awesome.
Ramona exits. After a moment alone, Scott ventures upstairs. He wanders toward a half-open door. Pushing it open, he finds Ramona in her bedroom, in her bra and skirt.
Dude, I'm changing.
Scott covers his eyes, and our screen goes black.
Sorry. I'm just cold.
Here, does this help?
That's very warm. What is that?
Scott opens his eyes to see Ramona hugging him.
Okay.
They look into each other's eyes. Camera circles Scott and Ramona as they begin an awesome makeout session. Scott imagines himself soundtracking the kiss with a slinky bass line. Ramona breaks off smiling. Scott is in heaven.
Were you just going to bring the blanket from your bed?
I guess.
Maybe we should both get under it since we're so cold.
Well, what about our tea?
I can not have tea.
The slinky bassline continues as Ramona takes her skirt off, revealing black panties to complement the black bra. Scott takes his shirt off. They tumble onto the bed and make out. Then
I changed my mind.
Change it to what? From what?
I don't want to have sex with you, Pilgrim. Not right now.
Oh, okay.
It's not like I'm going to send you home in a snowstorm or anything. You can sleep in my bed, and I reserve the right to change my mind about sex later.
Ramona curls up next to Scott.
This is cool. Just this. It's been like a really long time, and this is... I think I needed this. Whatever this is. So, thanks.
You're welcome.
They exchange a smile, and then without a warning, we jump cut to interior Ramona's room morning. Daylight. Scott awakens. Ramona is gone. An arrow points to the empty spot on the bed next to him. Ramona. Another arrow points out that she is in the shower. Ramona steps out of the bathroom in a towel. Scott relaxes.
I have to work.
Work?
You have to leave.
Exterior Ramona's apartment morning. Ramona skates toward the front gate. Scott is walking next to her, waist deep in snow, covered rows and sideways.
Hey, can this not be a one-night stand? For one thing, I didn't even get any. That was a joke.
What do you have in mind?
Come to the first round of this Battle of the Bands thing.
You have a band?
Yeah, we're terrible. Please come.
Sure.
Ramona shrugs and rollerblades through the snow, somehow.
Wait, can I get your number?
Shoop. Ramona skids to a stop right back next to Scott. She hands him a note. Ramona Flowers, 212-614-7665 XXXXXXX.
Wow, girl number.
Scott looks back up. Ramona is already skating far, far away.
See you at the show, Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, hey, it's tonight at the...
Interior Rocket Night. The rocket fun fact, this place is a toilet. Ramona wades through a grungy venue under the stare of young hipsters, reaches Scott at the bar. He stands with Wallace and Stacey. She holds hands with a guy wearing glasses.
You totally came.
Yes, I did totally come.
Scott is so amazed at her presence, his social skills vanish.
Excuse my brother. He's chronically enfeebled. I'm Stacey.
Hey,
And this is Wallace, his roommate.
Hey,
And this is my boyfriend, Jimmy.
hey.
And this is Knives, Scott's.
Scott goes white. He didn't even see Knives come in.
Hey.
Hey,
Knives pecks Scott on the cheek. He pushes her away. Knives looks kind of sexy, wearing makeup and new clothes.
do you like?
Leon stare downs, and all around, Stacey stares at Scott. Knives and and Ramona stare at each other. Wallace stares at Jimmy.
Have to go.
Scott scurries off. We hear feedback from the mic on stage.
This next band is from Brampton, and they are Crash and the Boys.
Interior, the rocket, backstage continues. Scott runs backstage to see Stills obsessively flipping through a chart with hand-drawn stats of the rival band.
This is a nightmare. Is this a nightmare? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Once we're on stage, you'll be fine.
We were on stage for sound check. The sound guy hated us.
It's just nerves, pre-show jitters. People love us, right?
Scott sounds less than convincing. He looks up at Ramona and Knives, sitting with Wallace, Jimmy, and Stacey in the balcony. Interior, the rocket stage continues. Crash and the Boys tune up. A drunk Wallace turns to Jimmy.
Jimmy, do they rock or suck?
And Jimmy says, "That's me. They haven't even started playing yet."
That was a test, Jimmy. You passed.
Good evening. I am Crash, and these are the Boys.
Is that a girl? A boy, too?
Yes.
Trasha, 8-year-old girl drummer, gives Wallace the finger. Interior, the rocket backstage continues. Sex Bomb parrot the band from off stage. Kim glowers.
They have a girl drummer.
Interior, the rocket stage continuous.
This is called I Am So Sad. I am so very, very sad. And it goes a little something like this.
Crash and the Boys play a whole song in .04 seconds.
Thank you.
Wallace yells from the balcony.
It's not a race, guys.
This song is for the guy who keeps yelling from the balcony, and it's called We Hate You, Please Die.
Sweet. I love this one.
Crash continues his rampage of musical hate. The interior rocket backstage continuous.
These guys are good. Are these guys good?
Kim Pine scowls harder than ever.
These guys are good.
Interior, the rocket stage continuous.
This is called Last Song Kills Audience. It will be our last song tonight, and your last song ever.
Sound explodes from the stage. The audience are stunned. Interior, the rocket backstage continuous. Stills paces backstage as the others watch the band.
How are we supposed to follow this? We're not going to win. We're not going to sign with G-Man, and we'll never play opening night at the Chaos Theater. God damn it, Scott, will you stop just standing there? You're freaking me out!
Interior, the rocket balcony continuous. As Crash and the Boys climax, Stacey turns to Ramona.
So, how do you know Scott?
He's a friend.
Hard for me to keep track of sometimes. He has so many friends.
Ramona arches an eyebrow. Stacey turns to Knives and Tamara.
So, Knives, how did you meet Scott?
Interior, the rocket backstage continues. Scott looks up into the balcony, sees Stacey talking to Knives. He turns around and slaps Steven Stills in the face.
We gotta play now and loud.
Interior, the rocket balcony continues. Stacey and Ramona listen intently to Knives' story.
Well, I was on the bus with my mom,
Knives freezes, staring at the stage.
Is that seriously the end of the story?
Oh my gosh, they're on.
Interior, the rocket stage continues. On stage, a disheveled promoter walks to the mic.
This next band is from Toronto, and yeah, give it up for Sex Bob.
Sex Bomb walk on. Wallace and Knives give the only cheers.
Scott, you ready?
Scott nods vigorously.
Kim, you ready?
We are Sex Bomb! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Angle on Knives, she faints in excitement. Sex Bomb rock out, barely into the first verse, when a chunk of the ceiling crashes down and a spindly Indian hipster kid dives headfirst through the hole, finger pointed at Scott as he sails through the stage. Matthew Patel lands on stage and glares at Scott through a lopsided fringe. He wears an evil grin and a jacket that borders on flamboyant. He drags a cigarette, blackened out.
Mr. Pilgrim, it is I, Matthew Patel. Consider our fight begun.
What did I do?
Matthew Patel leaps in the air and sails towards Scott.
What did I do?
Fight!
Scott throws his base to young Neil and blocks Patel with his left arm, then punches him across the floor with his right. Patel lands like a cat, flips his fringe and glares at Scott.
All right. All right. Watch out. It's that one guy.
Thank you, Wallace.
Patel runs at Scott. Scott spin kicks Patel in the chin and sends him flying into the air. They land in the pit, knocking hipsters down and scoring off in the resulting circle.
You're quite the opponent, Pilgrim.
Who the hell are you, anyway?
The lightning guy spotlights the fighters. Lighting guy.
Oh, my name is Matthew Patel. I am Ramona's first ex-evil boyfriend.
You're what?
Ramona's first ex-evil boyfriend.
All eyes whip up to Ramona.
Anyone need another drink?
Patel attacks Scott with spin kicks. Scott blocks. Patel punches. Scott blocks, then holds his hand up for a timeout.
We're fighting because of Ramona?
Didn't you get my email explaining the situation?
I skimmed it.
You'll pay for your insolence.
Patel attacks, landing kicks and punches. Scott evades and counterattacks. Patel evades, then lands more punches. Scott jumps, spins away from danger, then pauses, breathing heavy.
What's up with that outfit?
Yeah, is he a pirate?
Scott looks at Patel's outfit.
Are you a pirate?
Pirates are in this year.
Patel attacks again. They exchange furious blows until Patel puts Scott in a chokehold. Scott looks up to Ramona.
You really went out with this guy?
Yeah, in the 7th grade.
The lighting guy swings the spotlight to Ramona in the balcony. We see a sketchy childlike animated flashback.
It was football season, and for some reason, all the little jocks wanted me. Matthew was the only non-white, non-jock boy in the school, probably in the entire state. So we joined forces and took them all out. We were one hell of a team. Nothing could beat Matthew's mystical powers. Nothing but preteen, capricious. We only kissed once. After a week and a half, I told him to hit the showers.
The spotlight swings back to Scott and Patel.
Dude, wait. Mystical powers?
Patel levitates into the air and points at Ramona.
You'll pay for this, Flowers.
Patel snaps his fingers and launches into a Bollywood song.
If you want to fight me, you're not the brightest. You don't know where to hit you in the slightest.
Patel levitates into the air. 4 hot girls in skirts with fangs and bat wings appear in the air around him.
Me and my fireballs and my demon hipster chicks. I'm talking the talk because I ain't no slick, or because I am sick.
Patel and the demon hipster chicks shoot fireballs at Scott. He flips back onto the stage, narrowly dodging the attack.
Fireball girls, take this sucker down.
The demon hipster chicks unleash more fireballs. Scott dodges. The house drum kit is thrashed behind him.
Let's show them what we're all about.
Scott hits the ground, dodging a third wave of fireballs. They explode, crashing the boys in the wings.
That doesn't even rhyme.
Scott rolls across the stage, grabs one of Kim's cymbals, and throws it Captain America style. It hits Patel square in the eyes. Poof! The diamond hipster chicks vanish.
That's impossible. How could this be?
Scott leaps into the air. Patel opens his eyes just in time to see Scott Pilgrim's fist racing toward his face.
Open your eyes. Maybe you'll see.
KO. Scott punches Patel. He explodes into coins. They clatter onto the stage floor. Scott lands and picks them up.
Sweet. Coins.
Interior rocket balcony continuous. Ramona makes her way out fast, passes Stacey.
Well, it was great meeting you. Tell your gay friends I said bye.
Gay friends?
Stacey turns to see Wallace and Jimmy making out.
Wallace? Not again.
Ramona passes Knives, who is being resurrected by Tamara. Interior, the rocket stage continuous. Scott picks up coins on stage and counts them.
Oh man, 240? It's not even enough for the bus home.
I'll lend you the 30 cents.
Ramona yanks Scott away. The promoter ambles back on stage.
Yeah, so like, Sex Bomb wins.
Interior, the rocket balcony continuous. Knives is now awake, clapping wildly from the balcony. Her eyes scan the venue for Scott, but he's long gone. Interior, the bus night.
So,
A bemused Scott and mortified Ramona sit on the bus home.
what was all that all about?
I guess.
Ramona takes a breath, looks deep into Scott's eyes.
If we're going to date, you may have to defeat my 7 evil exes.
You have 7 evil ex-boyfriends?
7 exes, yes.
So I have to defeat your 7 evil exes if we're going to continue to date.
Pretty much.
So what you're saying is we're dating.
I guess.
Cool. Do you want to make out?
Scott kisses Ramona. The studio audience ahs. Interior Wallace's apartment morning. A blurry Wallace fries bacon. Scott bursts through the front door. A spring in his step. The studio audience applause.
Someone's happy.
Well, someone got to second base last night, and someone has a second date tonight.
Ah, someone's lucky then, too.
You know, when I say someone, I mean me, right? I got to second base last night. Maybe first and a half.
Wallace shoots a look of idiotically upbeat Scott.
Oh, hey, I'm inviting Ramona over for dinner, so you can't be here tonight. I don't want you gaying up the place.
Okay, Scott. But in return, I have to issue an ultimatum.
One of your famous ultimatums?
It may live in infamy. You have to go break up with Knives today, okay?
Scott huffs and helps himself to some of Wallace's bacon.
But it's hard.
If you don't do it, I'm going to tell Ramona about Knives. I swear to God, Scott.
But you're...
At this point, a sleepy Jimmy wanders out of the bathroom and helps himself to coffee. Morning. Scott points bacon at Wallace accusingly.
Double standard.
I didn't make up the gay rule book. If you have a problem with it, take it up with the Liberace's ghost.
You're a monster.
Now put the bacon down and go do the dirt so I can watch Lucas Lee's marathon on TBS Superstition.
Who's Lucas Lee?
Wallace points to a hunky actor on the cover of Now magazine.
He's this pretty good skater, and now he's like a pretty good actor. He's famous, or he's filming a Winifred Hale's movie in Toronto right now.
Do they make movies in Toronto?
Yes, I'm stalking him later.
So this Lucas Lee,
Lucas Lee is not important right now. Get out.
You suck. Surprising no one.
Scott grumbles off. Wallace turns the television way up. We see Lucas Lee on payphone in some crummy thriller.
Listen close and listen hard, bucko. The next click is me hanging up, and the one after that is me pulling the trigger.
Exterior payphone on busy street day. A shivering and annoyed Scott dials the payphone.
Oh, hey, Knives. Do you want to talk or whatever?
Are you wearing a tan jacket, like a spring jacket and a hoodie?
Scott checks what he's wearing. Spooky music underscores.
And a dorky hat?
Not dorky. Why are you psychic?
A beaming Knives knocks on the payphone glass.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Interior sonic boom day. The spooky music continues in the record store. Scott is on edge as Knives geeks out, and a standee for the Clash at the Diamond Head. It features a sultry blonde singer, Envy Adams, posing, and the rest of her band shrouded in the shadow and mist.
I can't believe they're coming to town. Will you take me to the show?
Yeah, listen.
The spooky music gets louder, pounding inside Scott's head.
Oh, hey, I wanted to invite you over for dinner.
Listen, I like Chinese food?
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah. Well, to meet my parents. It's my birthday dinner.
I think that's a really bad idea. Like, really, just so bad.
No, it's okay. Why?
Well, I mean, I'm too old for you.
No, you're not. My dad is 9 years older than my mom.
And are you even allowed to date outside your race or whatever?
I don't care. I'm in love.
Knives is so smitten, the word actually appears on screen. Scott brushes it away. The spooky music comes on to a stop.
Listen, I was just thinking we should break up or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, it's not gonna work out.
Oh.
Scott walks out, leaving Knives in the aisles. Interior the bus record store day. Scott sits on the bus alone, thinking about Knives, cross-cut with Knives, still in the record store, in shock. On the bus, Scott sighs, thinks of something happier, cross-cuts with Ramona, rollerblading, her funky pink hair. On the bus, Scott smiles, a little happier. Interior exterior Stephen Still's basement. Sex bomb tune up. Kim spins a drumstick in her fingers.
Where's Knives? Not coming tonight?
Oh, no. We broke up.
Young Neil pauses his DS. Kim and Stills share a look.
Oh, check it out. I learned the bass line from Final Fantasy II.
Scott plays the insanely simple video game tune.
Scott, you are the salt of the earth.
Thanks.
Wait, I mean scum of the earth.
Thanks.
You broke up with Knives?
Yeah, but don't worry. Maybe you'll meet my new girlfriend soon.
New?
Kim mimes shooting herself. Stills unplugs Scott's amp.
Okay, from here on out, no girlfriends or girlfriend talk at practice, whether they're old, new, or new. We were lucky to survive that last round. This is sudden death now, okay?
Okay.
Ding-a-dong.
That's for me.
Scott opens the door to see Ramona, now sporting blue hair.
Hey, you're here.
Yes, like you said. Is it not cool?
Scott ushers her in, weirded out by this hair development.
You know your hair.
I know of it.
It's all blue.
Yeah, I just dyed it. Are you going to introduce me?
Oh, yeah, this is Stephen Stills, young Neil. That's Kim.
Hey, everyone.
Everyone mumbles back. Scott still stares at Ramona's hair.
Is it weird not being pink anymore?
I change my hair every week and a half. Dude, get used to it. So, how do you guys all know each other?
High school, I guess.
What Neil said.
I'm Neil.
Believe it or not, I actually dated Scott in high school.
Got any embarrassing stories?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Scott fakes laughs, starts ushering Ramona out again.
Okay, cool. See you guys tomorrow.
What about rehearsal?
Neil knows my parts.
I'm Neil.
Interior Wallace's apartment night. Ramona lounges, reading a magazine. A tense Scott hurries around the kitchen area preparing food as Wallace looks on.
Are you doing okay there?
Yeah, good. Good.
Ramona goes to the bathroom. Scott drops the act.
She changed her hair.
So, looks nice, Blue.
I know, but she changed it without even making a big deal about it. She's spontaneous, impulsive, fickle. Oh my God. What do I do?
I can't believe you're worried about me gaying up the place.
Ramona returns. Wallace pulls on a jacket.
How's dinner coming along?
Yeah, good. Good.
I'll leave you two lovebirds to it. I'm heading to Casa Loma to stalk my here-to crush.
Scott stops Wallace at the door with a panicked whisper.
Don't go.
Will you man the hell up? You could get to 2nd and a half base here.
You think so?
Well, if you strike out in the next hour, come find me at the castle.
If I strike out?
Okay, when? I'll see you in like 60 minutes.
15 minutes later, Ramona and Scott eat on the floor, picnic style. Scott has cooked up garlic bread and only garlic bread for dinner.
This is actually really good garlic bread.
Garlic bread is my favorite food. I could honestly eat it for every meal or just all the time without even stopping.
You get fat.
No. Why would I get fat?
Bread makes you fat.
Bread makes you fat?
15 minutes later, a nervy Scott serenades Ramona on his bass guitar.
So I wrote a song about you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it goes like this. Ramona, 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 ooh.
I can't wait to hear it when it's finished.
15 minutes later, Scott makes out with Ramona on the futon. Scott smiles as she runs her hands through his hair.
Your hair is pretty shaggy.
Oh, God, I need a haircut, don't I?
Scott sits up like a shot. Ramona is taken aback.
What?
No, sorry. It's just that I got a bad haircut right before me and my big ex broke up, but it's so long ago I can barely remember it.
A deep voice narrator chimes in. Earl Jones deep.
Scott is acutely aware that his last salon haircut took place exactly 431 days ago, 3 hours before his breakup. He blames this largely on the haircut, and he has been cutting his own hair ever since.
Sounds like a bad time.
Not really.
It was.
It was a mutual thing.
It wasn't.
I mean, she told me it was mutual.
She dumped him. It was brutal.
What was her name?
She was Nat when I knew her, but she stopped liking that name. Then she stopped liking me.
Your hair's cute. I like it long.
But it'd be cuter short, wouldn't it?
Scott disappears and just as quickly reappears, now wearing his dorky snow hat, hair tucked tightly beneath the flaps.
What? Why are you wearing that?
I thought we could go for a walk.
Exterior endless stairway night. 15 minutes later, Scott and Ramona climb a stairway, long handrail between them.
Tell me we didn't come out here just so you can cover your hair with that hat.
No, I just love me some walking, putting one leg in front of the other.
You seem a little heightened.
Yeah, I don't know. When I'm with you, I feel like I'm on drugs. Not that I do drugs unless you do, in which case I do drugs all the time, every drug. But you make me feel, I don't know, things seem so a little brighter around you or something.
Ramona and Scott finally reach the top of the stairs, and night turns to day as if crossing a magical line.
What is this place?
A totally awesome castle. They're shooting this movie up here.
Ramona looks at the looming Casa Loma, a castle surrounded by big, bright movie set lights.
Who's in it?
Winfred Haley and some actor guy.
Oh, who?
I forget. Let's find out.
Exterior Casa Loma continuous. A crew readies the shot of Winifred Haley, held hostage by some goon. A stand-in takes the place of the leading man. Scott and Ramona approaches some spectators, including Wallace.
Did you find the guy you're stalking?
Think I'm about to right now.
Mr. Lee is traveling.
Mr. Lee.
Lucas Lee.
Oh.
Oh?
The Universal Studios fanfare announces Lucas Lee as his trailer, smoking cigarette, blackened out. He skates towards the set, doing kick flips. The spectators go, ooh.
I want to have his adopted babies.
Oh man, we gotta go.
What? Why?
I used to date that clown.
Slut.
Wallace, I am not a slut.
I can think of no higher accolade.
Lucas steps to his mark and puffs up his action hero mode.
Action.
Lucas Lee points his board at the goon.
Oh my God.
Hey, the only thing keeping me and her apart is the 2 minutes it's going to take for me to kick your ass.
You dated a famous guy?
In ninth grade, we had drama, actually. It might have been math. I just remember there being lots of drama.
Hey,
Lucas Lee points at Scott, who remains oblivious.
He just followed me around. He was a little snot-nosed brat.
He had snot in his nose, but he's famous.
hey,
It's not a big deal. I only dated him for a week and a half.
I'm talking to you, Scott Pilgrim.
Lucas Lee stomps towards Scott, who gasps.
He's famous and he talked to me.
The only thing keeping me and her apart is the 2 minutes it's going to take to kick your ass.
Can I get
Pow! Lucas Lee punches Scott, flooring him. Scott comes back up with a pen and paper, wobbly.
Can I get your autograph?
Pow! Lucas Lee punches Scott again. He nods to Ramona.
So, how's life? He seems nice.
Lucas Lee throws Scott up into a castle turret, crumbling it. Scott crashes down through scaffolding onto the set. Lucas holds up his hands for a quick continuity photo, then stomps over and picks up a dazed Scott from the ground.
Scott, Evil X, fight. Think you stand a chance against an A-lister, bro?
Lucas Lee punches Scott again. He slides across the wet down ground. A set nurse sprays Lucas's knuckles with antiseptic.
Some competition you are.
Lucas Lee wanders off. Scott staggers to his feet, punchy.
Hey, hey, hey! I'm not done.
Scott spins Lucas around, only to find an identical stand-in.
Looks like you're seeing double.
Scott turns to the real Lucas smirking on the sidelines. Pow! The identical stand-in punches Scott to the ground.
He's good, right? Sometimes I let him do my wide shots, even if I feel like getting blazed in the back of my Winnie.
Scott stands to fight the double. Suddenly, countless stuntmen fan out behind the stand-in, all identically dressed, all carrying skateboards, and ready to rumble.
I'm nothing without my stunt team.
The stuntmen attack. Scott Pilgrim with a howl. Scott punches through a couple of the boards, Taekwondo style.
Ask them how they feel to always get my sloppy seconds.
How does it feel to...
Crow. Scott takes a skateboard to the face, followed by a barrage of crippling skateboard blows to his knees and ribs.
I'm gonna go get some coffee. You homies want anything?
We follow the smirking Lucas to the coffee station. We hear the noises of punching and kicking slowly subside to nothing.
Mr. Lee?
Lucas turns, shocked to see Scott in front of a painted 2D skyline backdrop surrounded by many unconscious stuntmen.
You're needed back on the set.
Scott charges Lucas Lee and leaps into a flying kick. Lucas grabs his foot and hurls him through the backdrop. Rip! Scott lands in a crump, framed through the torn skyline. Lucas stomps over to him, preparing to throw the death blow.
Prepare. Prepare to feel the wrath of the evil X's.
The League of Eagle Axes?
You really don't know about the League? 7 evil X's coming to kill you, controlling the future of Ramona's love life.
No.
Oh, well then don't worry about it.
Really?
Yeah, come on, bro. Let's grab a beer.
Lucas offers a hand. Scott goes to shake it. Pow! Lucas gets him square in the mouth. Scott smiles through his aching jaw.
You are a pretty good actor.
I'm going to win the Oscar this year.
But are you a pretty good skater?
I'm more than pretty good, S.A. I have my own skate company.
Lucas pulls down his short shirt, revealing a skate company tattoo.
So you can sell them, but can you do a thingy on that rail?
Scott points to the long handrail on the stairs.
It's called a grind, bro.
So can you do a grind thingy now?
Are you serious? There's like 200 steps on that rail.
Hey, if it's too hardcore.
You think you're going to goad me into doing a trick like that?
There's girls watching.
Somebody get me a board.
Wallace taps Lucas' shoulder and hands him his skateboard.
Hi. Big fan. Why wouldn't you be?
Clack! Lucas goes for it. Perfect ollie onto the rail. Scott and Wallace watch as Lucas disappears from sight, sparking down the endless rail. Cut back to Scott and Wallace, impressed at Lucas.
Wow.
Cut back to Scott and Wallace, very impressed at Lucas.
Wow.
Cut back to Scott and Wallace. Scott's about to say wow, when boom! A fireball appears at the bottom of the stairs.
Wow. He totally bailed.
Yes.
Fist bump. Scott smacks his forehead.
I didn't get his autograph.
That's a wrap, everybody.
Where's Ramona? Is she still here?
Nah, she totally bailed.
What's the deal? Seriously.
Interior Wallace's apartment day. Scott slumps on the couch, phone pressed against to his ear. Wallace cooks bacon in the kitchen. No pants. He wears outgoing message. This is an automated voice message system. Ramona is not available. Please record your message after the beep.
Hey, it's me, Scott, again. Call me back, Scott Pilgrim. What's the deal? Seriously.
Scott ambles over to the fridge and rests his head on it.
Yeah, you said that last night.
You know what really sucks, though?
What?
Everything.
Come on, guy. You can't say you didn't see this coming. It was like right under your nose.
Wallace points to the note Ramona scribbled, which is pinned literally under Scott's nose on the refrigerator. Ramona Flowers, 212-664-7665, XXXXXXX.
What did you think these were?
Kisses? 7 little kisses?
7 deadly X's.
Wallace cocks an eyebrow. Scott slides to the floor.
Why does everything have to be so complicated?
Wallace crouches down to join Scott on the floor.
If you want something bad, you have to fight for it. Step up your game. Break out the L word.
Lesbian?
The other L word.
Lesbians?
Okay, it's love. I wasn't trying to trick you into doing something. Look, if you really loved it, or if she's really the girl of your dreams, then you got to let her know. You have to overcome all obstacles that lie in your path. You have the spirit of a warrior, Scott. You can do it. This is her. It's your destiny. Plus, I need you to move out.
Scott's face falls, completely shocked at this bombshell.
What? Why? Are you moving in with another Scott or Jimmy or someone?
Or someone. Either way, I'm kind of banking on her calling you back so I won't have to evict you and feel all that guilt and shit.
Ring, ring. Scott and Wallace look at the phone.
I have a feeling that that's you, guys.
Scott picks up. A sexy, non-Ramona voice replies. And it seems like that voice's phone is muted.
That's Envy.
Envy?
Angelina.
Hey, Scott.
There you go.
Envy?
Oh, shit.
It's been a long time.
Yeah,
A year, I think.
approximately.
How are you?
I'm not doing so good right now.
That's too bad. Still breaking hearts.
What? No, stop. It's been different. You have no idea.
Probably not. Do you have a girlfriend? Should I be jealous?
Yes, you should. I have this totally awesome girlfriend who calls me all the time, and she's she's American.
What's her name?
I'm not telling you that, Ramona.
Oh,
What? Do you know her?
no.
It sounded like you did.
I gotta go. Nice chatting with you.
Wait.
Click. Scott slumps to the floor. Wallace appears over him.
Okay, everything does suck.
Scott grunts. Ringy ring. Wallace grins and grabs the phone.
Or does it?
Scott sits bolt upright, expectant.
Oh, hey, Knives.
Scott lays back down. F.
What's that? You're outside?
Scott sits bolt upright again. F. Wallace opens the door a crack. Knives shivers outside, pale and broken looking.
Is Scott here?
You know what?
Behind Wallace, we see Scott leap through the window head first. Glass smashes.
He just left.
Knives sighs. Scott sprints away in the background. Exterior street day. Scott walks fast down the street, freaked out and paranoid. He sees 5 X's looming above him on a pedestrian crossing and quickly diverts into a exterior alley day. Scott zips the X-Men patch off his jacket when something whizzes past Scott. He looks around. Dude. Whoosh! Another blast of air whizzes by.
Please.
Whoosh. Something sweeps him off his feet. He is peed off now.
I'm really not in the mood.
Shwa! Something slices in the air in front of Scott.
Okay, enough.
Scott punches the air in front of him. He hits something. A diminutive, dirty blonde dressed in a punk rock kung fu getup lands on the ground with a thump. She spins to face Scott.
You punched me in the boob. Prepare to die, obviously.
Listen, I've had it today. Can we not do this right now?
Love to postpone, darling, but I just cashed my last rain check.
What's that from?
My brain.
Well, whatever this is about, can it wait until I'm in the right frame of mind?
Nuh-uh. This is one nightmare you can't wake up from.
Wait, am I asleep right now?
No.
So technically this is not a nightmare.
Right.
So how can I not wake up if I'm not actually asleep?
Don't question me.
Scott shakes his head, baffled.
Well, I'm really not up for this, whatever it is.
Okay, little chicken, then I'll see you later. But you won't see me, because I'll be deadly serious next time.
What?
Never mind.
PAF, the mysterious attacker vanishes. Scott looks to the sky.
Oh man, someone help me.
Exterior Bloor Street day. Scott is in his usual payphone, dialing Stacey frantically.
It's Scott.
What did he do this time?
No, it's Scott. It's actually me.
What did you do this time?
I didn't do anything. It's everyone else that's crazy. Look, I need to talk to you. I'm having a meltdown or whatever. Are you still working?
I'm literally about to leave.
Cool, I'm coming in.
Scott hangs up the phone and walks 2 steps into interior the Second Cup Continuous. Scott approaches the counter. Stacey has her back turned.
Think I'll make it a decaf today.
Stacey turns around, revealing herself to be Julie.
Scott Pilgrim!
What did you do with my sister?
Stacey taps on the window outside, mouthing that she has to go. Scott turns back to Julie, not happy.
What can I flipping get you?
Is there anywhere you don't work?
Ha! They're called jobs. Something a flipball like you wouldn't know anything about. And by the way, I can't believe you flipping asked Ramona out after I specifically told you not to flipping do that.
Note to concerned readers, every time Julie says flip, a black bar comes out of her mouth and the screen is bleeped.
How do you do that with your mouth?
Ha! Never flipping mind how I do it. What do you have to say for yourself?
Can I get a caramel macchiato?
Maybe it's high flipping time you took a look in a mirror before you wreak havoc on another girl.
Me? Wreak havoc?
Julie points out to the clash at the Demon Head poster behind the counter with concert dates at the bottom.
Speaking of flipping which, I hear the girl that kicked your heart in the butt is walking the streets of Toronto again.
So I can pick up my copy over here?
Scott retreats away from Julie and bumps right into Ramona. They share an awkward moment. She looks at the floor.
Sorry, that got a little crazy last night.
Yeah, you kind of disappeared.
Yeah, I do that. Listen, I know it's hard to be around me sometimes. I'll understand if you don't want to hang out anymore.
No, I want to hang out. The whole evil ex-boyfriend thing, no biggie.
Exits.
I mean, I know it's early days, but I don't think anything can really get in the way of how oh shit.
Scott hides behind Ramona as a live figure emerges from the steaming milk mists of the coffee shop. The singer from the Clash at Demon Head has seemingly stepped out of the poster. Envy Adams, 23, fun fact, kicked Scott's heart in the butt. The icy platinum blonde fashionista walks towards Scott.
It's my ex.
The big one?
Scott nods. Leon stare down between Envy and Ramona.
I'm gonna excuse me.
Ramona goes to order a coffee, leaving Envy to fix on Scott. Your hair is getting shaggy. Reverse, Scott is instantly wearing his dorky hat.
Yeah?
So, that's Ramona?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm jealous.
You're jealous?
I'm allowed.
You left me for that cocky pretty boy.
You've never even seen him.
Yeah, I know. You left me for a guy I've never even seen.
Maybe you'll see him soon. We're playing Lee's Palace. You guys should so totally come.
That's so not going to happen.
Great. So you're on the list. You're so on the list. Envy disappears into the cappuccino mists. Ramona returns.
Hey, caramel flippiato for Flip Pilgrim.
It's pronounced Scott.
Exterior Toronto residential street day. Scott and Ramona walk side by side, sipping their coffees.
Oh, was that Nat?
No, that was Envy.
So what do you guys talk about?
She's totally jealous of you.
Envy's jealous. How about that?
Yeah. How about that?
What happened with the two of you?
Do you mind if we don't get into that right now? She wanted to move to Montreal because she missed her best friend, this guy, Todd.
And 2 weeks later, you heard they were sleeping together, I guess?
Basically.
I dated a Todd once. That didn't end well either.
I can see how it sucks, having the past come back to haunt you.
Is it wrong that I try not to think about it?
What do you want to think about?
How warm my place is right now?
Ramona stops and kisses him. Interior Wallace's apartment night. Scott lies between Wallace and other Scott on the futon.
And you didn't bang her? Are you gay? I couldn't stop thinking about my stupid ex-girlfriend.
A bleary Jimmy sits up between them all.
Is that an Uma Thurman movie?
Scott, just because Envy's back in town doesn't make it, or doesn't mean it's over.
Double negative. Tricky. It's over. Move on.
Word.
Scott stands, no pants, music swells.
Right. I'm not going to let her toy with me. From this moment on, I will think of Envy Adams no more.
Interior Stephen Still's house, day.
I have distressing news.
A deadly serious Stephen Stills addresses Kim, Scott, and Neil, young Neil. Ramona lounges on the couch.
Is it the news that we suck? Because I really don't think I can take it.
No, the Clash at Demon Head are doing a secret show tomorrow night. And Envy asked us to open for them.
I hate you.
A gig is a gig is a gig is a gig. Maybe you can put your history aside until we get through this thing. You know, for the band. For the band. For the band.
Can't we do our own secret shows?
All our shows are secret shows.
We're doing it. G-Man might be there. We play the next round of the battle Saturday. We need to get some buzz going. We need some groundswell. We need stalkers.
Stills paces outside the window to reveal Knives Chau outside. Crash, zoom on her tearful face, pressed against the window, totally crushed, to see Scott cuddling with Ramona.
What would you do if your ex was in a band and they wanted you to open for them?
If my ex was in a band,
Yeah.
it might be a little awkward, but maybe it's the grown-up thing to do.
Yeah. We're all adults, right?
Interior drug smart evening. Knives frantically rifles through racks of hair dye and rants furiously into her cell phone. He's dating a fat butt hipster chick. I hate the stupid guts. I'm gonna disembowel him. Interior Knives bedroom evening. Knives stands on her bed and continues ranting at Tamara. He only likes her because she's old. She's probably like 25. She's just some fat butt white chick, you know?
I think you mentioned she was fat.
Interior Knives bathroom evening. Tamara helps Knife color her hair under the bathtub spigot. She's got a head start. I didn't even know there was good music until like 2 months ago. Okay, this really burns.
We should rinse.
Oh, I mean, he knew I was cool, but he thought I was too young, so he tried to find someone cool but old.
She's cool? I thought she was fat.
Oh, well, she thinks she's cool. This is all her fault.
Why?
Tamara turns the faucet on and rinses Knives' hair. This must be your fault. Obviously, it's just a twist of fate or whatever, isn't it? Star-crossed lovers, born too late. Knives looks in the mirror. Her hair is exactly like Ramona. Oh, God. I look so good. Knives throws a long scarf on, looking sexy, eyes narrowing. Scott Pilgrim destroyed my heart, but I know how to get him back. Push into Knives as she plots. Tamara plops into frame.
How?
We see text message typing on screen. Young Neil, it's Knives. Oh, MFG, you're so hot. Exterior Lee's Place night. A huge line of two cool youths snakes outside the rock venue. The sign reads, The Clash at Demon Head, sold out. We hear loud music blasting through the open doors. Interior Lee's Place continuous. The loud music stops abruptly. Sex Bomb bow on stage.
Thank you. We're Sex Bomb.
Wallace and others Scott clap and cheer drunk. The other snobbish kids in the audience shrugs and disperse.
We got some merch out the back, so okay. Bar now.
Interior Lee's Place later. A disillusioned Sex Bomb hang with Ramona at the bar.
Level with me. Did we suck?
I don't know. Did you?
She has to go. She knows we suck.
Ramona excuses herself. Interior Lee's Place, ladies' bathroom moments later. Ramona does her eyeliner. She looks in the mirror and sees two images of herself staring back. Or is it? Knives Chau, 17, single white Asian with identical hair, clothes, and makeup standing next to Ramona looking hot. Hey, Ramona.
Hey.
Ramona exits confused. Knives follows.
What the hell?
Interior, Lee's palace, moments later. Ramona and Knives exit the bathroom together. Scott breaks into a cold sweat. Knives shoots Scott a sultry look. Hey, Scott. Knives heads to young Neil's arms and the other end of the bar. Scott struggles with something resembling jealousy.
What the hell?
Look who Knives is hanging with.
Who is that girl again?
We can't
Scott
hear you.
date hater. Scott dated her.
Briefly.
I bet young Neil will date her even brieflier.
How old is she?
A wheel of fortune spins inside Scott's head, with selections of such as it was nothing and she was nobody. The wheel sticks between I gotta pee and who, her?
I gotta pee on her. I mean, I gotta pee. Pee time. Pee time.
Interior Lee's palace, men's bathroom, moments later. Scott washes his hands and looks up to see two Scotts staring back, one with fringed hair and a wicked glare. Scott whips around. He's alone. Spooky music begins. Interior Lee's palace, moments later. A freaked out Scott returns to the group. The lights dim and the stage fills with the twisting blue tendrils of smoke. The Clash at Demon Head materializes. Envy in a long black coat. Knives screams her teen brains out. The bass player steps into the light, no longer shrouded in dry ice. He cuts a handsome, striking rock god figure.
That guy in bass? That's Todd.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Todd flips his fringe from his eyes, stares at Scott. Todd Ingram, 25, Evil X, number 3, fun fact. 9th degree vegan.
Oh, no.
Envy lets her coat slip off, revealing a stunning figure. Oh, yeah. Interior, Lee's palace later. Sex bomb, Knives, and Ramona hang out at backstage doors. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Man, have you seen them live? They're so much better live. Oh.
I think I'm going to throw up.
Julie opens the backstage door and huffs.
I can't believe I'm even saying this, but Envy Adams would like all of you to come backstage.
All of us?
Did I flipping stutter?
The group shuffles backstage. Scott hangs his head like a condemned man. How do you know Envy?
Scott dated her.
Knives makes a face that looks like this. Interior Lee's palace, ratty backstage area. Night. Sex bomb lounge on the couch in one side of the room. Envy, Todd, and Julie lounge on the couch across from him. Knives in shock as she thinks 1,000 thoughts. Envy burns a hole through Scott. Everyone else feels awkward.
Hey, Ramona.
Hey, Todd.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should get out of here.
How was the tour? You played with the Pixies. You're a superstar now.
It's not something I can really put into words. Envy, I've read your blog. Todd and Jules stare at Knives. So Scott and Ramona, eh?
What of it?
You guys are a cute couple, you know? You suit each other.
So, what's your ulterior motive, Envy, in general?
She doesn't need ulterior motives, Stephen. She's got to write up and spin.
You're my role model, Envy. Just saying, cute couple. I like your outfit, Ramona. Affordable?
I was going to say, Envy, did you get those jeans in New York? There.
I'm talking to Ramona right now.
Ramona lived in New York.
I was just there. We played the Chaos Theater for Gideon. You know him, right? Scott looks at Ramona. She's about to answer when Knives stands up, points at Envy and screams, I've kissed the lips that kissed you! Envy nods at Todd. He punches Knives square in the jaw. OMFG. Scott jumps to his feet, facing off against Todd Ingram.
Knives?
Young Neil rushes to Knives' aid. Scott boils. Todd smirks.
That's right. I'm not afraid to hit a girl. I'm a rock star. You You punched the highlights right out of her.
Angle on knives, her hair is black and plain as ever, as before.
You punched the highlight out of her hair.
You're incorrigible.
I don't even know what that word means.
Young Neil escorts knives out. Todd sits back down like nothing happened. Scott's face is a bright shade of rage.
Huh. So, are you guys doing anything fun while you're in town?
Fun in Toronto.
That is it, you cocky cock. You'll pay for your crimes against humanity.
Scott leaps across the table and swings a punch at Todd. Todd thrusts the hand out and telekinetically freezes Scott in the air. Scott hovers, grasping his neck, choking. Todd's hair magically transforms into a faux hawk.
My neck, your hair.
Didn't you know? Todd's vegan.
It's not a big deal.
Todd telekinetically hurls Scott through the club's wall. Ramona and Sex Bomb peer through the newly made hole in the wall to see Scott sprawled on some trash bags. He tries to keep cool despite being in a lot of pain.
No kidding. Anyone can be vegan.
Ovo-lacto vegetarian, maybe.
Over what?
I partake not in meat nor breast milk or ovum of any creature that has a face.
Short answer, being vegan just makes you better than most people.
Bingo.
Todd lifts up Scott telekinetically and throws him miles into the air. Scott sails out of the shot and into space.
Hey, man, question. I always wondered, how does not eating dairy products give you psychic powers?
You know, you only use 10% of your brain. Well, it's because the 90% are filled up with curds and whey.
Did you learn that at Vegan Academy?
Go ahead, you snippy baby. If you knew the science, maybe you'd listen to a word we're saying.
Scott returns to Earth with a thump. He moans in pain. While the others bicker, Ramona helps Scott to his feet.
If I peed my pants, would you pretend I just got wet from the rain?
Not raining.
Oh. How about you give me the cliff notes on how and why you ended up dating this a-hole?
Is that really important right now?
If there's a key element in his backstory that can help me out in a critical moment of not dying, yes.
A brief, scrappy animated flashback of young Todd and Ramona.
I was only dating Lucas until the minute Todd walked by. I guess that's not very nice, but I used to be kind of like that.
Young Ramona shoves young Lucas down the hill and starts making out with young Todd.
We hated everyone. We wrecked stuff. Nobody cared.
Young Ramona and young Todd wreck stuff. Nobody cared.
He punched a hole in the moon for me. It was pretty crazy.
Young Todd punches a hole in the moon. It's pretty crazy.
A week and a half later, he told me his dad was sending him to the vegan academy, so I dumped him. Does that help you at all?
The flashback ends. Scott can only fixate on one aspect.
Have you dumped everyone you've ever been with? You've never been the dumpy?
Ramona shrugs.
Look, I've dabbled with being that. It's part of the reason I moved here. I was really hoping to put it all behind me.
Todd appears behind Ramona, ready for another round.
We have unfinished business. I and he.
Scott stands up, sort of ready for another round.
He and me.
Don't talk to me about grammar.
I dislike you. Capiche? Understand?
Tell it to the cleaning lady on Monday.
What?
Because you'll be dust by Monday. Well, because I pulverize you in 2 seconds, and then the cleaning lady cleans it up to dust. She dusts.
Sorry, what's on Monday?
Ooh, because it's Friday, and she gets the weekend off. So Monday, right?
Oh, basically, you can't win this fight. And you'll have to give up on this girl because Todd is going to kill you.
You used to be so nice.
Scott charges at Todd, who psycho throws him back into the club. We hear a distant crump. Stills calls through the hole.
We're going to Pizza for a slice. Call us when you're done.
Oh, he'll be done real soon. Sex Babam skulks away. Envy grins at Ramona, wicked. Sorry, baby. Crummy way to end things, I know. Suddenly, the bass line from Final Fantasy II rumbles through the walls. Todd calls to a roadie.
Get my bass. The good one.
Interior Lee's palace continuous. Scott stands in an elephant's graveyard of plastic cups and bottles, picking the heck out of his bass amp pegged to 10. Todd Ingram levitates, floating towards Scott with his bass.
You're going down. Vegan style.
Todd lands in front of Scott. Bass off. Pick strike strings. Todd easily outbasses Scott, shredding him into oblivion. The enormous reverb launches club debris towards Scott.
The reverb is hurting my soul.
Scott slides across the floor and slams right into the wall. Scott levitates, faux hawk rising. He hovers next to him.
That's right, Pilgrim. I actually know how to play the bass.
Scott detunes his bass and delivers a death note that blows Scott right through the stage wall. Interior Lee's palace, ratty backstage area continuous. Scott crashes into the backstage food table. Todd floats towards him, savoring the kill. Envy appears beside him with a smirk.
I can read your thoughts. Your bass hand is badly injured. You're through.
Scott turns around on his knees, cringing, holding a cup of milky-looking coffee in either hand as a peace offering.
What say we drink to my memory? Fair trade blend with soy milk?
I'm sorry, but that's pathetic.
Dude, I can see your mind's eye. You poured half and half into one of those coffees in an attempt to make me break my vegan edge. I'll take the one with soy. Thank you. Tool.
Todd floats to the ground, takes one of the cups and drinks.
Actually, I poured soy in this cup, but thought real hard about pouring it in that one. You know, in my mind's eye or whatever.
What are you talking about?
You just drank half and half.
Two trendy police types bust through the wall, making two more holes and pointing their finger like deadly weapons.
Freeze! Vegan police.
Todd Ingram, you're under arrest for veganity violation code number 827, imbibement of half and half.
Oh, that's bull roar.
No vegan diet, no vegan powers.
But that's like my first offense. I thought I got 3 strikes.
Vegan police officer number 2 flips open his code violation book.
At 12:27 a.m. on February 1st, you knowingly ingested gelato.
Gelato isn't vegan?
Milk and eggs, bitch.
On April 4th, 7:30 p.m., you partook a plate of chicken parmesan.
Envy gasps, disgusted.
What? Chicken isn't vegan?
The de-veganizing ray. Hit him!
The vegan police blast Todd with arcs of power from their finger guns. Todd's faux hawk deflates into a bowl cut.
No!
Scott rises into a stance and delivers his killer line.
You once were a vegan, but now you will be gone.
Vegan?
Scott headbutts Todd, exploding him. Boom! Scott dusts himself off as coins rain down. Envy stares, jaw ajar.
Sorry, I guess.
Sorry. You just headbutted my boyfriend so hard he burst.
You kicked my heart in the ass, so I guess we're even, Natalie.
No one calls me that anymore.
Maybe they should. Now, let's get out of here.
A battle-worn Scott limps through the hole in the wall. Ramona follows, shooting Envy a look on the way out.
Crummy way to end things. I know.
Envy blinks in shock. Julie pops into the shot.
For the record, I am so peeved off for you right now.
Shut the F up, Julie. Interior pizza night. Sex Babam. Wallace and other Scott munch pizza slices. Ramona and Scott on the fringes. It's an odd mood.
Envy Adams. I hate that bitch so much. I think I actually love her.
Yeah, that Todd guy was cool too and hot. I liked him.
Scott sighs and holds a cold Coke Zero to on his forehead.
Are you okay?
Uh-huh.
You sure about that?
Do I look like I'm not okay?
Scott does not look okay. Stills coughs.
We're still going to the after show, right?
I'm not sure it's going to be much of a party. I think a third of the band just went poom.
Cool bands never go to their own after parties. It's just the desperate people trying to rub elbows with the label guys.
Then why would we? Oh.
Neil, you down?
Neil is at the counter with the catatonic knives. He shrugs.
Scott, you're in, right?
Do you want to go?
I kind of almost died back there, so
I'm not saying I want to go.
hey, we can totally go.
I'll do whatever you want to do.
So let's go.
Scott takes another bite. Other Scott whispers to Wallace.
Are Scott and Ramona fighting?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh.
I mean, not with fists.
Oh.
Yet.
Oh.
Exterior after party night. The whole gang trudged to the after party. Scott limps a bit, lagging behind. Ramona falls back with him.
We really don't have to go to the thing. It'll probably be a bad scene all around, and we've already had a full night.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just, well, not that fighting harder and harder battles for your love is getting old or anything, but have you ever dated someone who wasn't a total ass?
So far, you're not a total ass.
But I'm part ass.
If it makes you feel better, you're the nicest guy I've ever dated.
Wait, is that good?
It's what I need right now.
But not later?
Scott, I don't have all the answers. I just like to live in the moment if I can.
Yeah, I just like to live.
Scott and Ramona enter a big fartsy-artsy warehouse. Interior after party continuous.
Okay, I know Todd was bad news, but are you saying Envy wasn't? We all have baggage.
My baggage doesn't try and kill me every 5 minutes. What did you do to your ex-boyfriends to make them so insane?
Exes.
Whatever.
No breakup is painless. Someone always gets hurt. What about you and that girl Knives?
Knives?
Who broke up with who?
I believe I broke up with her.
And she was cool with that?
Yeah, she's very mature for her age. It was a very healthy breakup. We're all peaches and gravy.
We hear an off-screen distant no from Knives.
And what about you and Kim?
They pass Kim. She's also staring at Scott, not lovingly.
Me and Kim, I can barely remember. Why? Is it important?
Hey, you want to know everything about my past, dude?
It was just, yeah, I don't know. It was high school. She had freckles. It was cool, I guess.
That's it?
Yeah, it was kind of ended. We changed.
Scott and Ramona had reached the bar at the party.
That's really the whole story.
Okay. I had to fight a dude to get with her. I fought a crazy 80-foot tall purple suited dude, and I had to fight 96 guys to get to him too. He was flying and shooting lightning bolts from his eyes. He was totally awesome, and I kicked him so far he saw the curvature of the earth. Does that make you feel any better?
Well, now you're being a total ass. Welcome to the club.
In the back glass of the bar, Scott sees his reflection. Fringed hair, wicked glare. He catches himself.
Sorry, I'm not usually like this.
Hey, don't worry. I don't know what I'm like anymore.
I guess this whole ex-boyfriends thing is really messing with my head.
Exes.
Why do you keep saying...
Half. A foot appears out of nowhere and kicks Scott in the head, sending him flying across the dance floor. Scott looks up at his opponent, the mystery attacker.
Girl from earlier?
Roxy?
Scott gets up, the three square off in a triangle.
You know this girl?
Oh boy, does she know me.
What is she talking about?
He really doesn't know.
You and her?
Roxy Richer, 23, fourth, Evil X. Sapphic aggressive.
It was just a phase.
Just a phase?
You had a sexy phase?
I didn't think it would count. It meant nothing.
It meant nothing?
I was just a little bi-curious.
Well, honey, I'm a little bi-furious.
Roxy throws a scorpion kick at Scott's face. Ramona catches her foot midair. Roxy flips out of the hold.
Don't do that again. I will end you.
Back off, Hasbian. If Gideon can't have you, no one can. The League hath spoken.
The girls square off, clearing the busy dance floor.
Then Gideon best gets his pretentious ass up here, because I'm about to kick yours out of the Great White North.
You unbelievable bitch.
Ramona pulls a large hammer from her purse.
Believe it.
An embarrassed Scott watches with the rest of the crowd.
Wallace? Wallace?
Wallace?
Wallace?
Uh-huh.
It's
Wallace?
Uh-huh.
Clint?
Oh, this is happening, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Kick her in the balls, Ramona.
I mean,
With blind...
this is live.
Yeah. And now it's apparent. With blinding speed, Roxy slips, it was before with me, slips her belt off and whips a razor-sharp flying guillotine belt buckle at Ramona. Ramona cartwheels as the buckles sail between her legs and smashes with it into a disco ball. Mirrored shards fly everywhere. Paff! Roxy vanishes as Ramona swings the hammer at her. It smashes a speaker. Sound on one side of the room cuts out. Ramona turns just in time to see Roxy's deadly belt sailing towards her. She blocks it with her hammer. The belt wraps around it. Roxy hurls the hammer out the window.
I'm sending you back to Gideon in 1,000 pieces, you slag.
Ramona springs off various pieces of furniture, leaping towards Roxy and punching her in the face. Roxy reels and slams into the wall, leaving a dent in it.
I'd rather be dead than go back. He's a creep, you're a bitch, and you all deserve each other.
Give it a rest, Ramona. This is a League game.
Meaning?
Roxy points an accusing finger at the mortified Scott.
Meaning your precious Scott must defeat me with his own fists. Or possibly feet.
I'm not sure I can hit a girl. They're soft.
You don't have a choice.
Ramona positions Scott into a fighting stance as Roxy charges with deadly intent. Ramona puppeteers Scott into a furious volley of punches on Roxy. She staggers and winces.
Fight your own battles, lazy ass.
Paff! Roxy disappears, then reappears between Scott and Ramona, kicking them apart with the splits. Roxy then kicks Scott into the ceiling. He lands hard on the floor.
Every pilgrim reaches the end of his journey, some sooner than others.
Roxy lifts her leg over her head, prepares to drop her boot of death on Scott's head. She grins at Ramona.
Your BF's about to get effed in the B.
Her weak point's the back of her knees.
What? How does that work?
Whenever we were making out,
Okay.
As Roxy's leg descends, Scott reaches up with one finger and lightly tickles the back of Roxy's knee. Graphic. Tickle, tickle.
Oh,
Roxy falls, still in the splits, throbbing with orgasmic meltdown. Scott watches as Roxy giggles between spasms.
you'll never be able to do this to her.
Roxy screams in ecstasy before exploding into coins. A spent Scott is left standing in the middle of the room. The party starts up again, a wave of gossip spreading around the room. People text furiously and point fingers at Scott. Scott flushes red and retreats back to the bar. Ramona follows tentatively. The gossip echoes around them.
So,
2 gin and tonics, please.
I thought you didn't drink.
Only on special occasions. Why? Did you want one?
Scott swigs down his drink. Ramona tries to lighten things.
I guess we really don't know that much about each other.
Scott seems immediately drunk.
Maybe you could just give me a list of all your exes so at least I know who's going to beat my ass into the ground next.
Oh, like a handy little laminate or something? Let me see if I can find one. We can exchange our information. Scott already downed his. Oh, that's not it.
Just out of sheer curiosity and concern for my moral well-being, is there anyone at this party you haven't slept with?
Every guy and
Hey.
girl at the party.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. I see now.
Yeah.
Ramona, that was good.
3, 2, 1. Hey.
Ramona stops, looks hurt. She touches her hair.
I really think we should split.
As in get out of here, or as in split?
I'd hoped you figured that out. Or did you miss the part where I saved your ass?
How could I not? I feel like we're just washed our sexy laundry in public.
Dirty laundry? You're drunk.
I've had like one drink.
Well, I'm sorry I cared. I don't enjoy all this, Scott. In fact, I'm sick of it. I thought you might be more understanding. You're just another evil ex-boyfriend waiting to happen.
Ramona walks off and loudly announced,
And yes, there is someone at this party I haven't slept with. You.
Ramona leaves. Another crescendo of gossip echoes around the room. Scott's friends gather around in a pity party. But then Ramona returns, handing Scott a laminated list.
P.S. Here's your stupid list.
Ramona exits proper. Scott looks at her list and it reads, Patel, Lee, Ingram, Richer, Katayanagi twins, Gideon.
Who the hell are the Kataniagi twins?
You don't know?
Interior, Stephen Still's house, night. Stills flips to hand-drawn sketches of the Katanayagis, identical Asian twins dressed like pretentious new wave fops.
They're the next band in the battle, and they are badass.
We reveal a grim, terse Scott playing a doomsy bass line. The rehearsal room feels empty without Knives or Ramona.
Ramona dated twins?
Apparently.
At the same time?
You know what? I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Good. You know how I feel about girls cock blocking the rock.
Good. I play better in a bad mood.
If it's going to be an issue, though, young Neil can fill in for you.
It's not an issue. You know bands. I know battles. We got it covered.
Well, we'd understand if you didn't want to take part.
Not only do I want to take part, I want to take them apart.
Okay, I'm getting tingles.
Whoa.
Exterior, the Ninth Circle, night. Sex Bomb and young Neil load their gear at the venue.
Okay, we're doomed.
Huh?
Flyers cover the outside walls of another rock venue. TIBB, Sex Bomb, the Katayanaga twins, Amp versus Amp. 2 bands enter, 1 band leaves.
That flyer needs more exclamation marks.
Oh, we are going to get killed.
Come on. You're on stage in 5.
Aren't the Katamaris or whatever on first?
I think you're both on first.
Wait. Amp versus Amp? We're going on stage at the same time?
That's impossible.
Interior, the Ninth Circle stage, night. Actually, no. 2 stages sit on either side of the auditorium. On one, a monolithic wall of elk amplifiers. On the other, Sex Bomb with their dinky lame brand amps behind them.
Okay, my bad.
Your bad is saying my bad.
Sex Bomb stares at the Katanayaga amps, sweating behind their instruments. Stills looks into the audience positioned between the bands, a legion of identical indie teens.
We shouldn't even be here. We shouldn't even be here.
Stills tries to run. Scott grabs him and pulls him back.
Come on, man. I put aside my problems for the music. If I can do that, we can do anything.
Did you speak to Ramona then?
What? No, I haven't seen her since the other night.
Oh, because she's totally here.
Kim points to Ramona in the crowd. She is totally there. Her hair is now a brightest green. She stands next to the nondescript mystery geek in blazer and black rimmed glasses. They are chatting. She looks happy. Scott turns bleak again.
Scott, not that I care, but you should probably talk to her before she's gone.
Thanks, Kim.
And I really don't care.
Scott nods at Kim's advice. He looks back to the crowd to find the mystery geek staring right at him. Then, disorienting lights and lasers flash in the opposite stage. A wall of feedback builds. The Kataniaga twins appear, sliding on stage behind their respective keyboard stands. Kyle Katiyanagi, 23, is very serious and Japanese. Ken Katiyanagi, 23, is serious and very Japanese. Scott, Stephen Stills, and Kim share a nervous look.
Okay, gang. Can we do this? I mean, we can do this, right?
Right.
Scott?
Scott is distracted again by the mystery geek staring at him.
Scott!
Kyle Katanayagi hits a single note on the keyboard, blasting an enormous wave of sound at Sexbomb. It is so loud that it shakes the foundations and rips the lighting rig from the ceiling, leaving a huge hole in the roof. The crowd cheers.
They brought the house down!
Now an open-air venue, snow falls onto the stage. An earth-shaking bass note blows the dust off Sexbomb. Scott and Stills get into a battle position. Scott screams.
We are Sex Bomb! We are here to make you think about death and get sad and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4!
Sexbomb rocks out, their sound blowing the mass of snow towards the Katiyanagis. For once, they sound awesome. Kaya looks at Ken. They share a nod. Ken turns their amps to the Japanese character for 11. Their waveforms transform to the swirling snow into a two-headed, I don't know where I got 1,000 from, two-headed white dragon. Katiyanagi slams their moves. Heavy weirdness explodes from the amps. The dragon blows a blast of snowy fire, then blows Sexbomb off the stage. The crowd erupts into cheers. Scott, Kim, and Stills lie in a heap under their instruments.
Let's break up now and get it over with. We screwed the pooch in front of Gideon Graves. We're done.
Gideon? Is he here? Where?
Stills points to the mystery geek who smirks and whispers in Ramona's ear. This is Gideon Graves, 37. He's a jerk.
That's Gideon?
Scott's eyes reflect Ramona's hair and turn green. He struggles to his feet. The crowd slowly stops clapping as Scott pulls Stills to his feet and helps Kim up.
All right, let's do this.
Kim, inspired by Scott's new hardcore attitude, comes in heavy on the kick drum. Boom, 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 boom. Heads nod in time as Sexbomb rocks out. Their waveform transforms a mass of snow into green-eyed Yeti. The Katayanagis fight back with their future sounds on their sonic dragon stalks towards Sexbomb, slinking on their perfect beat with the Katayanagis' spooky music. The Yeti and the dragons clash at center stage, fighting in time to the music. Scott and Stills brings their pick hands down like fierce punches. The Yeti brings down its fists on the dragon. Sexbomb hammer down the final note. The Yeti picks up the dragon and throws it at the Katayanagi twins, exploding them and their amps into coins. 999 rockin'.
That was epic.
The crowd goes bazooki, and a disembodied Scott head appears, hovering next to Scott. Scott looks for Ramona in the crowd, but she and Gideon are gone. Scott hands his bass to young Neil.
Scott, what are you doing?
Getting a life.
Scott swipes the Scott head, and jumps into the still applauding crowd. He can't find Ramona, but comes upon Knives standing alone in her homemade Sexbomb t-shirt. I just came to see the show. I'm not even stalking you. Knives' usually composed demeanor gives Scott pause.
You seem different.
Knives shrugs, different. I feel like I know stuff now. Scott and Knives lock eyes. Scott suddenly spots a flash of green hair exiting the building.
Ramona?
Scott follows. Knives watches him go. Eyes narrowing. Exterior, the Ninth Circle night. Scott chases Ramona down the street outside the venue.
Ramona, I have something I need to tell you.
Yeah, I have something to tell.
Great, listen. I know you just play mysterious and aloof to avoid getting hurt. I know you have reasons for not wanting to talk about your past. And I want you to know I don't care about any of that stuff. Why? Because I'm in lesbians with you.
What?
I really, really mean it.
Oh, Okay,
What did you want to tell me?
that we have to break up.
What?
Yeah, it's not going to work out.
Oh, okay.
A sleek black 61 Lincoln Continental pulls up behind.
It's Gideon.
That,
I can't help myself around him.
that's bad news.
Gideon Graves appears behind Scott with Stills and Kim in tow. The Lincoln parks. A driver opens the passenger door.
The good news, Scotty, is I'm officially loving sex bombs.
Bomb.
Three-piece rock outfit with a semi-attractive female drummer. Music to my ear holes.
Scott glowers. Ramona looks at the floor. Stills is gaga. Text. An arrow pointing to Stills' crotch. Captioned P.
You know, I'm not even going to wait to see how you guys do in the final. I'm signing you right now for a 3-album deal.
Gideon produces a contract and clicks a pen.
See, I'm not such a bad guy after all.
Scott grabs the contract and throws it onto the sidewalk.
You think we're going to sell our souls to you? Well, then, guess.
We hear scribbling. Stills has picked up the contract and is furiously signing it using Scott's back. Kim shrugs and signs it too before trying to hand it back to Scott.
Nuh-uh. I can't be part of the band with this douche in charge.
Scotty, buddy, can I just say, keep your emotions in check. Don't let what's past screw up your future.
Scott watches Ramona get into the Continental. She rolls the mirrored window down so Scott stares at his own reflection.
The people need to hear us, Scott.
Then you're going to need to find someone else to play bass.
A cough. A meek young Neil slides into view, bass in hand.
Looks like we're all set.
Young Neil signs the contract. There are handshakes all around. Gideon turns to Scott and pats him on the shoulder.
Oh, and Scott, we should really be thanking each other. I mean, if it wasn't for me, you would have never been with Ramona. But if it wasn't for you, she wouldn't be back with me. So I guess it all shakes out.
Gideon walks around to the driver's side of the Lincoln.
And hey, the whole League of Evil Exes thing, I was in a dark place when I put that together. Forgiven?
Gideon disappears into the Lincoln and drives off, and Sex Bomb drift away. Scott stands alone. He slaps his head.
I said lesbians.
Interior of the bus, Gideon's Lincoln. Scott sits in the bus alone, thinking about Ramona. Ramona sits expressionlessly in the back of Gideon's car. Scott tries desperately to think positive. A smiling Gideon slides closer to Ramona. Scott walks forlornly down an empty street and bumps his head on the telephone pole. Thunk. Do I say that? Oh God, why? Exterior of the park, night. Okay. Scott sits on the swings, staring straight ahead. Night turns to day. Okay. Day turns to night. Scott remains in the exact same position.
Was she really the one?
Scott looks over to see Stacey on the swing next to him.
The what?
I mean, did you really see a future with this girl?
Like with jetpacks?
Stacey stands to go. Gives Scott a hug.
Time heals all wounds, little brother. Maybe next time let's not date the girl with 11 evil ex-boyfriends.
7.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
Stacey heads off. Scott looks at the camera. Interior Wallace's apartment, night. Scott enters, flicks the light on, gets a shock.
Ah!
Turn off the light.
Scott flicks the light off, over pitch black.
Okay, presumably you just saw someone's junk. I apologize for that.
Sorry.
Was that other Scott or Jimmy or someone?
Or someone.
It's Chris.
It's Chris.
Interior Wallace's apartment later. Scott sits in the chair wrapped in a blanket. Some guy lies on Scott's usual futon spot, wearing Wallace's monogrammed robe. Wallace hands Scott cocoa.
Scott, you know, I love you, but I need my own bed tonight. For sex.
Right.
I may need it for the rest of the week, too.
Right.
And the year.
I get it.
Maybe you can move in with Ramona.
Scott stares deep into his cocoa and shakes his head.
She's with Gideon.
That sucks. But it's better because probably he's just better than you.
Scott nods.
Well, he certainly has better hair.
Scott nods.
Either way, I think this fight is over.
Scott nods.
You can sleep on the floor until you get somewhere else. I mean, you got muffs and blinkers in case this might happen.
Wallace produces earmuffs and a sleep mask.
Thanks.
Ringy ring. Scott stares at the phone. Some guy picks up.
It's for Scott.
Hello?
Hey, pal. Just wanted to say I feel terrible about earlier. I don't want any hard feelings, so I figured why not be the bigger man and give you a call.
Is Ramona with you?
Interior Gideon's lair continuous. Gideon appears to sit on some kind of throne. He calls off.
I don't know. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Jeez, buddy. It's gonna be all right.
Interior Wallace's apartment continuous.
No, I just spilled cocoa on my crotch.
Sure you did. Well, as you know, I'm opening a new Chaos Theater in Toronto, and the Sex Bobs are playing our grand opening tonight. And it would really feel weird for all of us if you weren't there. They just, did a sound check, and the acoustics are amazing.
Yeah, maybe I'll see you there.
I hope so, amigo. I don't want any more bad blood between exes. What do you say? Okay, laters.
Click.
Wow. What a perfect asshole.
Scott turns, alarmed, to reveal Wallace on the other cordless.
Forget what I said earlier. Finish him.
Exterior streets of Toronto night. Snow blows around the steely-eyed Scott as he stomps towards a group of desolate warehouses near the water. A lone hipster kid smokes a cigarette, leaning against a warehouse wall. Hipster kid.
Password?
Scott
Whatever.
shrugs.
Whatever.
Cool.
The hipster kid waves Scott in. Interior warehouse night. The warehouse is empty. Scott follows the sound of music to the gated elevator. Two hipster kids guard the elevator.
Second password.
Scott gives the slightest shrug.
Cool.
Scott steps onto the elevator. So far, so good. Interior chaos theater continuous. Scott exits the elevator and steps onto Gideon's underground layer of cool stuff and chaos theater. All hipster kids have gathered in one spot of ultimate snobbery. They are legion, wearing identical outfits. Chuck Taylors, skinny jeans. Comeau holds court among them.
Yeah. Their first album is so much better than their first album.
Scott pushes through the idiot hordes. Sex Bomb are playing on stage right now using sweet band amps. Young Neil on bass. Still sees Scott walking by as they finish the song.
Scott,
Scott pauses, looking up at his former bandmates.
let it go. Don't give him the satisfaction.
What if I want the satisfaction?
Well, then you're doomed.
Scott Pilgrim!
Scott turns to see Gideon sitting on a throne of cool atop black velvet VIP pyramid. Ramona kneels at his side.
Hey, buddy, welcome to the Chaos Theater. Somebody get this man a drink. Coke Zero, right?
A cocktail waitress with a fringe appears with a Coke Zero. Scott takes a beverage and throws the cup to the floor.
I'm not here to drink.
I got no beef with you.
What if I have a beef with you?
Are you still mad about that whole thing with the guild?
You mean the league?
Guild, league, whatever. It's ancient history.
Gideon puts his arm around Ramona.
I'll show you how ancient of history it is.
Scott gets into a fighting stance. Gideon loses his cool.
No use crying over spilled Coke, buddy. The lady made her choice, and we're all going to have to move on.
Well, I ain't moving, buddy.
You want to fight me for her?
Was that not clear? Was that not clear?
Sex bombs shake their heads. Gideon stands up, flexes.
Now, why on earth would you want to do that?
Because I'm in love with her.
Ramona and Scott lock eyes. A new power comes over Scott. He reaches for the heart design printed on his ratty vintage t-shirt and pulls a flaming blue sword from his own chest.
Scott earned the power of love.
Ramona looks away from Scott. Gideon smiles.
I think this deserves a song. Kimberly?
Kim scratches her head with a middle finger before grudgingly launching into a number.
We are Sex Bomb. We are here to make money and sell out and stuff.
Kim clicks out a fast tempo. Sex Bomb begin to rock out. A horde of hipster indie kids attack Scott Pilgrim on beat. Scott swings at them with his flaming blue sword. He slashes at them to the beat, exploding each attacker into coins. Scott then runs up the side of the pyramid towards Gideon.
Ramona, my cane.
Ramona hands Gideon a cane with a G-Man engraved on the handle. He unsheathes the sword that could not have fit in there. Oh, Scott and Gideon, I don't know, lost my brain for a minute, leap towards each other. Gideon descends like a vulture and smashes the sword out of Scott's hand. Scott hits the ground hard, rolling to a stop.
Your club sucks, by the way.
Gideon approaches to administer the final blow.
If my cathedral of cutting-edge taste holds no interest for you, tragically Canadian sensibilities, then I shall grant you a swift exit from the premises and fast entrance into hell.
Gideon raises his sword. Then from above, Scott! Knives Chau sails into frame and kicks the sword out of Gideon's hand. She lands awkwardly, tripping and falling down the side of the pyramid. Gideon chuckles.
That is priceless.
Scott, excuse me, looks to Knives, both concerned and amazed. She quickly recovers and points a furious finger. Knives Chau, 18 years old. Fun fact, Scottaholic. Ooh, she's 18 now. You'll pay for what you did to him.
Listen, Kung Pao Chicken, your old boyfriend brought all of this on himself. He was warned plenty of times, but did he listen? Did he
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Angle on a confused Ramona standing behind Gideon.
What?
You broke the heart that broke mine. Get ready to chow down. Knives leaps up the pyramid towards the shocked Ramona.
You're kidding, right?
Knives pulls out knives and charges. Ramona fights defensively, redirecting Knives, parries without harming her.
You can't say I don't know how to put on a show.
Gideon lashes out at Scott. He can barely block Gideon's tremendous blows, distracted by his dueling exes.
What the hell is your deal?
You stole him with your advanced American bad stuff technology. Sorry, I hate that word. Duel. The fighters weave in and out of each other, throwing blocks and punches, kung fu style.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't steal anyone.
Scott lands a kick to Gideon's chest, sending him flying off the edge of his pyramid. He then blocks a punch from Knives to Ramona and spins her away, separating them.
Can we please stop all this fighting? Nobody stole anybody. Knives, I dated you and then I dated Ramona, okay? I mean, maybe I kind of forgot to tell Knives right away, but...
And you cheated on me, Scott? You cheated on both of us. Knives and Ramona both look at Scott, neither amused.
You cheated on me with knives?
No, I cheated on Knives with you.
Is there a difference?
You weren't wronged.
Scott breaks into a flop sweat.
Right?
Knives and Ramona stare at Scott.
Game over.
Stab. A sword pierces Scott's chest from behind.
Scotty, you can cheat on these ladies all you want, but you can't cheat death.
Scott slides off Gideon's sword and falls to the ground. Text with arrows pointing to Scott. Dead. Everything goes white. Sand blows through the frame. Scott's eyes blink. He looks up into the blinding blue sky. Exterior, the dream desert day. Scott sits up next to a lone cactus, rubbing his temples.
Ah.
Ramona appears out of nowhere, fainter than before.
Sorry. Dying probably sucks.
You know what sucks? Getting killed by that guy. Why him?
It's complicated.
Well, maybe now would be the time to get into it, seeing as I'm about to die.
All right. The truth is, it was me who was obsessed. I was crazy about him, but he ignored me. I was more alone when we were together than I ever was on my own. That's why I had to leave. And that's when he started paying attention.
So why go back?
I can't help myself around him, Scott. He just has a way of getting in my head.
Well, that's legitimately disappointing. I really will leave you alone forever now.
No, I mean, he literally has a way of getting into my head.
Ramona lifts her hair on the back of her head, revealing a blinking chip implanted on her skull.
That is evil.
He's like that.
Ramona covers the chip, self-consciously touching her hair.
So this kind of sucks for everybody, huh?
Sorry I had to end this way. We had a good run, I guess.
You can't say I didn't try. I really fought for you back there.
Uh-huh.
The winds blow harder. Ramona seems to fade away.
But someone was fighting pretty hard for you back there.
Scott's eyes go wide with epiphany.
Knives?
I wish I was ever as fanatically devoted to anything as that girl is to you.
Ramona slowly dissolves away in the sand.
I feel like I learned something, which would be great if I wasn't dead.
Ramona is gone. Scott slumps to his knees.
So alone.
Da-ding! The pilgrim head appears and rotates around Scott. Flash back to Scott swiping the pilgrim head, then fast forward through the breakup with Ramona and Sex Bomb. We hear Scott screaming throughout this magical restart. Interior Wallace apartment night. We fast forward all the way to Wallace's apartment. As Scott enters, he flicks on the light.
I can't believe I had to see that again.
Again? Wallace muted.
Turn off the lights.
Scott flicks the lights off and on pitch black.
Wallace, when my journey began, I was living in an ordinary world. Ramona skated through my dreams, and it was like a call to adventure, a call I considered refusing. But my mentor, that's you, told me if I want something bad enough, I have to fight for it. So I did. Then there were tests, allies, enemies. I approached a deep cave and went through a crazy ordeal, during which I totally seized the sword. Sadly, I died. Then I resurrected. Now I realize what I should have been fighting for all along. But before I do that, I need to ask one final favor of you.
Sure thing, guy.
Could you put a robe on and hand me the phone?
Wallace flicks on a bedside table. Bedside lamp hands him the phone.
Toronto, Chaos Theater, Gideon Graves. Tell him Scott Pilgrim is calling.
Scott, I was just about to.
Hey, pal. I feel terrible about everything. I don't want any hard feelings, so I figure why not be the bigger man and give you a call? Sorry, what I meant to say is I'm coming over to kill you.
Scott hangs up and heads for the door. Hardcore.
Go kick that guy's ass.
Wallace stands to high-five Scott, exposing his junk.
Oh, sorry.
You seen one.
Exterior streets of Toronto, night. Scott Pilgrim runs towards a desolate warehouses. The same hipster kid smokes a cigarette against the wall.
Your hair looks stupid.
The hipster kid explodes into coins. Exterior warehouse night. Scott approaches the two hipster kids guarding the elevator.
Sup?
Whatever.
Scott split kicks them in the face, knocking them down. Interior Chaos Theater continuous. Ding! Scott exits the elevator and steps onto Gideon's underground layer of cool stuff and Chaos Theater again.
Yeah, dude, their first album was so...
Scott knocks down Comeau and looks to Sex Bomb.
Scott, let it go.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Steven, the new line up rocks. You guys sound better without me. Young Neil, you have learned well. From this point forward, you shall be known as Neil And Kim?
Kim looks at Scott, deadpan as ever.
Sorry about everything.
Kim shrugs.
Sorry about me.
Kim smiles at Scott for the first time ever.
Scott Pilgrim?
Scott turns to Gideon on his throne, Ramona at his side.
Hey, buddy. Welcome to the chaos.
Save it. You're pretentious. The club sucks. I have beef. Let's do it.
Scott goes straight into fight mode.
You want to fight me for her?
Ramona and Scott lock eyes. A strange new power overcomes Scott, different than before.
No, I want to fight you for me.
Scott reaches for the heart design printed on his ratty t-shirt and pulls a flaming red sword from his own chest.
Scott earned the power of self-respect.
Kim?
We are Sex Bomb and we are here to watch Scott Pilgrim kick your teeth in.
Kim drives a hardcore beat. Sex Bomb rocks the F out. Hipsters attack Scott Pilgrim to the beat. Scott swings his flaming red sword, exposing each attacker into coins.
Ramona, my cane.
Ramona hands Gideon his cane. He unleashes the sword. Scott and Gideon run towards each other, leaping in the air. They pass in the air and Scott slashes. They land on opposite sides of the platform, backs to each other.
How's it going back there?
You dick.
Gideon falls down, dead, apparently. Scott calls out.
Knives. I know you're in here. Don't attack.
Knives sails through the air and kicks Ramona in the head super hard. We hear a metallic clunk. They square off. Ramona's staggered. Knives pulling knives. Steal my boyfriend. Taste my steel. Scott jumps between them, hands held out.
Enough.
Knives tries to go around him. Scott grabs her wrists. She kicks him in the face. No, Scott. This fat butt hurt me and I will have my revenge.
No, Knives. I hurt you. I cheated on you.
Knives steps back, stunned. You cheated on me? Scott?
I cheated on both of you, and I'm sorry. I was a different guy back then.
Knives' frown melts. Scott turns to Ramona.
And you're not a fat ass. She didn't mean that. So, are we all good?
Ramona rubs the back of her head. The chip no longer blinks.
Never felt better.
Are we all done with this hugging and learning? I thought we had a fight going here.
All turn to see Gideon, bloodied, but still grinning. A lopsided slash across his face accentuating his smirk.
Oh, you got to fight all right.
Scott steps into fighting stance. Knives joins him.
Ramona, are you with me?
Ramona looks to Gideon and then joins Scott and Knives, strikes a fight pose. The three of them are ready to rumble.
Wrong move, baby.
Scott attacks with his sword. Gideon blocks, disarms Scott with one move, spins and butts Scott in the face with the hilt of the sword. Scott teeters on the edge of the pyramid. Knives throws her knives. Gideon's lightning fast sword deflects them. Shing, shing. Gideon wheels towards Ramona, expecting her to move. She looks doubtful, takes a hesitant step towards him. He grins.
Yeah, you're still my girl.
Ramona steps up to Gideon and whispers in his ear.
Let's both be girls.
Ramona knees Gideon in the balls. Gideon swings his sword at Ramona. Knives whips off her scarf, uses it to wrap up Gideon's sword arm and disarms him. Scott and Knives punch Gideon in the face in a volley of freeze frames. Knives kicks Gideon in the stomach, and Scott follows with a punch in the nose, sending Gideon sliding across the floor. Gideon gets back to his feet via backflip. He shakes off the assault and grins.
You made me swallow my gum. That's going to be in my digestive tract for 7 years.
Gideon throws a series of wushu moves that give him a power up. His glasses glow. His health bar increases. He makes an X with his finger and he draws a new power up sword. He cuts big arcs with Scott, Knives, and Ramona. They barely dodge him. Scott spies his sword and picks it up just in time to block Gideon's attack. The sword creates an X. Ramona kicks. Gideon blocks, knocking her down. Gideon swings at Scott. Scott ducks. Knives attacks and scores a hit. Gideon hits her back, dropping her. Scott attacks. They fence. Gideon spins low. Scott leaps in the air. Gideon spins again and swings upwards. Scott blocks with his sword and is sent up into the air. Gideon jumps after him. They clash in the air. Scott's sword shatters. Scott lands hard. Gideon lands in front of him and raises his sword for the kill. Ramona swings Gideon's velvet rope, canceling out Gideon's digital sword. Gideon slaps Ramona in the face and sends her painfully tumbling down the pyramid. She lands painfully at the bottom. Knives and Scott share a look. They get up and circle Gideon. Combo attack, freeze frame punches, Knives kicks and Scott punches, sending Gideon back and forth like a pinball. Kick, punch, kick, punch, kick. Gideon's face smashes with each impact. Ramona rises to see Scott and Knives kicking butt. Scott slides Knives through Gideon's legs. From the floor, she kicks him in the back of the head, then upbends him like a wheelbarrow and kicks him in the face, sending him spinning. Gideon lands hard on his knees, defeated. One lens of his glass cracks. He looks up at the steely-eyed Scott.
Who do you think you are, Pilgrim? You think you're better than me? I'll tell you what you are, a pain in my butt. You know how long it took me to get those evil exes' contact information? To form this stupid league? Like 2 hours!
Gideon starts to pixelate quite badly. Not long now.
You're not cool enough for Ramona. You're zero. You're nothing. Me, I'm what's hip. I'm what's happening. I'm blowing up right now.
You're right. I'm not cool enough for Ramona. And you got another thing, right? You are blowing up right now.
Scott spins and backheels Gideon in the face. Gideon's head explodes, his glasses sailing down the steps of the pyramid. Then his body follows suit in an almighty boom. Shimmering coins rain down. Scott and Knives kiss. I didn't know that. Young Neil?
Whoa.
There goes our deal.
We're still getting paid, right?
Kim points to the falling
There
coins.
goes our deal.
Oh.
Stills jumps off stage and picks up coins. The coin rain continues, silhouetting Scott and Knives in their kung fu poses. They share a smile.
You two make a good combo.
Ramona, awake now, makes her way towards him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trio walk down the pyramid steps. Scott picks up Gideon's fallen glasses. The glasses glimmer. Gideon's voice echoes.
You can defeat me, but you can defeat yourself.
Scott peers into the glimmering lens, spotting his evil mirror image staring back at him. The glasses dissolve and Scott whips around to face Nega Scott. Nega Scott walks towards Scott, Knives, and Ramona. Fringed hair, dark clothes, evil face. Knives and Ramona flank Scott in a fighting stance.
No, this is something I have to face on my own.
The girls reluctantly exit stage left as Scott walks forward to confront his dark side. Scott and Nega Scott face off, each taking a step forward. Exterior, the warehouse, evening. Knives and Ramona huddle in the snow outside Chaos Theater. They look expectantly at the entrance, worried for Scott. Scott strolls out with Nega Scott. They chat amiably, shake hands, and part ways. Scott approaches Knives and Ramona. What happened?
Nothing. We just got shot to shit. He's a super nice guy. We actually have a lot in common.
Scott runs his fingers through his hair. Your hair.
What?
It's getting really shaggy. Scott's hat appears on his head. He looks totally freaked.
Yeah?
I like it. Knives removes the hat from Scott's head, literally taking his guard down. Ramona sees this and smiles.
You do?
Scott smiles and then realizes Ramona has gone. He turns to see her, pulling her hood up and walking into the darkness. Scott calls after her, steps tentatively away from Knives.
Hey, where are you going?
Ramona, hoping to slip away, stops and turns back.
I don't know. I should probably disappear.
After all that?
It's hard, you know? I came here to get away, but the past keeps catching up. I'm tired of people getting hurt because of me.
Ramona looks at Knives as she says this.
I think I understand.
Snow begins to fall. Ramona straightens his parka tenderly.
I should thank you, though,
For what?
for being the nicest guy I've ever dated.
That's kind of sad.
It is kind of sad.
She takes his hand briefly, then lets it drop.
Well, bye and stuff.
She turns to walk off again.
And stuff.
She turns to walk off again. Scott watches, then hears, "Go get her." Surprise. Scott turns back to see his smiling Knives.
What?
"You earned it. You've been fighting for her all along."
But what about you?
"I'll be fine. I'm too cool for you anyways." She grins and kisses his cheek. "There's someone out there for me." We hear a cough. Young Neil sidles into frame behind her, guitar in hand. We hear a second cough. Nega Scott, who also sidles into frame. Knives doesn't look back, but urges Scott to. "Go talk to her before she's gone." Ramona walks into the night alone, but then
Hey, mind if I tag along?
Ramona is flabbergasted to see cheery Scott walk alongside.
You want to come with me?
I thought maybe we could try again.
Ramona smiles. She holds out her hand like in the park scene earlier. Scott takes it. We see the door with a star on it, standing right in the middle of the street, snow swirling around it. Scott and Ramona walk toward the door. Sunrise coming up over Toronto. Night magically turning to day. Winter turning into spring. Over this magical transformation, we hear a lush rendition of Ramona swelling and hear whispers of gossip over Toronto's cell phone airways. Oh, we can't hear you. You're muted.
It doesn't show you muted, but somehow we can't hear you. No.
Heather?
Okay.
Is that better?
Oh, that's
Yes,
good.
it's working.
Got it.
Go for it. Thanks.
Eee! Oh my gosh, can I blow your mind? Scott Pilgrim totally threw down with Gideon Graves at the grand opening in Chaos Theater. Yeah, it was apparently awesome.
Oh my God, it was a huge fight. I mean, bananas. My little brother kicked a guy's head off. Literally. It was unbelievable. Someone seriously should have been filming it.
Scott and Ramona walk through the door, tilt up to the heavens, and reveal a continue graphic in the stars. Continue. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. We did it. Woo! I can't believe we got through that and it's not like midnight.
Right?
Good job, everyone. Took on the world. You guys won.
For sure. Dude, that is such a tight script, man. Like, it's just, I mean, the when you watch it, it's such a visually stunning movie, and then it's just so tight. Like, their descriptions are just like 1 word, 2 words, you know? It's really, really good how they did that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the technical difficulty at the
It's
end.
okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, don't worry about it. All of us.
These technical difficulties
So
right
well,
here, you know?
especially
Yeah.
Bitota. Oh my goodness, you were so good, and everybody else was so good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for my like.
If you
Again,
were
we
going
all
in the
did
middle of my-
something or this or that.
That's
Don't worry about it, everybody.
Angelina, don't apologize for not swearing because I substituted words for the swears either. I don't like to do it. I do it when I'm angry, but I don't like to do it when I'm acting.
Yeah. It's funny. I've been in plays where that was a big part of it was swearing. And for some reason, sometimes it's fine, but sometimes I'm like,
I'm
and
like,
plus it's probably PG. It's going to be,
yeah, I'm like Ron Burgundy. If it's on the page, I read it.
I don't know who.
Well, I
that went
know
over my
there's
head.
swears in the Bible, but like the bigger ones, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't swear at all. Like if I hit my finger with my thumb with a hammer, I'm not going to swear. But sometimes, like Don is saying, that if it's on the script or like if I was for a role, then I'm like, okay, I'll do it for this part or this person. But anyway,
Yeah.
everyone did amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Do you guys have any more insights on the movie or?
Never seen it, and when you gave me the role, I researched it a little bit and found where my lines were, and I was like, okay, I'll just do these substitutes and I'll put in some power and hopefully it'll turn out all right.
Yeah.
Dude, you know
So at
what's
some point,
funny?
everybody gets together. We all watch the movie together, right? Yeah.
It's like this movie's almost like prophetic in a way, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, this was adopted from a graphic novel, and this came out in 2010. So I don't know exactly when the dates came out of the graphic novel, but like the fact that guy saw like the cultural trend of hipster and was like, that's gonna continue on for the next like 20 years, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I mean,
that-
at that point, it was probably such a baby movement, you know what I mean? And they're like, dude, trendy hipster, right? And then it just kind of
And even like
grew
the
into
rise of
this whole
positive
thing.
like graphic novel movies and stuff. This kind of was like the beginning of the major swell that led into like the last 15 years. So
Yeah.
it was ahead of its time and really kind of like on the nose at the time. So it was good.
Mhm.
It's a good film.
It's awesome. And I watch a little bit behind the scenes stuff. And because it was a graphic novel, like the guy wrote a lot of it up in Toronto and the stuff. And so he himself would take photos of like references. And so in the movie, they went and got a lot of those actual locations that he used for the graphic novel
Yeah.
and stuff. So I'm like, that's cool.
Although there's a lot of like speculation because it was like a 6 or 7 book series, and the last one wasn't actually completed when they were kind of working on the script. So there's a lot of speculation that like one probably influenced the other. So because the graphic novel was supposed to end a little bit differently than what the movie did. But I don't know. I think they're both kind of interesting and unique in their own separate ways. So that's
Kind of like a Game of Thrones thing.
yeah.
So I'm wondering what the reference to Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young was, if there was any significance to it, because there's
Yeah, right.
Young Neil and Stephen Stills. And I was like, what's up with that? Because I actually saw a clip, because I haven't seen the movie. So I looked for a clip online. It said on there that Stephen Stills was singer. I was like, damn it, Jacob, I told you I don't sing. And then so I looked it up and I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. If we have to do any, I can do that. Just like, punk rock kind of yelling thing. But yeah, I just thought it was odd that we had that reference there. It was kind of cool. I'm sure there's others that I totally like.
No, I'm pretty sure that was like specifically put in there because like pizza, right? It's like, isn't that
Little Caesars,
right? Pizza, right? Like he likes,
but it is actually a
whole
Toronto
thing.
pizza chain, which is why it was referenced in the movie. So
yeah.
Well, and they say they don't make movies in Toronto.
but they do. They actually filmed this one in Toronto.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Castle Bloom is a real place. Ton of stuff has been filmed there. Ironically, it's one of the few films set in Toronto that was filmed in Toronto, because normally like Toronto is, I can't believe it's not New York for films, because it's so much cheaper to film up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was they did a really great job with like the adaptation and stuff. But yeah, it's the Edgar Wright is just a massive nerd and music fan, so he'll put references to movies and songs and classic stuff just in everything. So I think the character names were just a reference because he's a big musical geek. But yeah, he'll put references to everything and stuff. So
Yeah, he did Baby Driver, right?
Too.
Yes, he did.
A fun fact, they actually do make films in Toronto and shows. Star Trek Discovery was filmed in Toronto. It still is.
Oh yeah, the
Suicide
ton.
Squad was filmed in
No, there's a
Toronto
lot,
while I was
yeah.
visiting there, actually.
You were what?
Oh, I said Suicide Squad was actually filming in Toronto when I was visiting up there. So
mean,
I was
that
like
was
3 blocks from where they filmed the chemical diving scene. So it was
That would be
interesting. They
amazing
shoot a lot of stuff up there. It's really pretty
Have
crazy.
you ever been an extra in Toronto? That would be just even amazing.
I would love to. I was only there for 6 hours, so no.
Oh,
If I ever moved up there, yes, Toronto and Vancouver are like the 2 major filming places in Canada. So it was
yeah,
like,
I know. Wasn't part of the Star Trek movies, like the newer ones, weren't part of them filmed in Vancouver?
Mhm.
I know, because I sent in when they were asking. I think I sent in a bit of a DVD audition for Star Trek Beyond. Just
oh, that would have been so cool.
Yeah, totally.
So my obsession is Star Trek. Yes, and I would love to be part of it. Just so you know.
Yes.
Shout out to Heather and Star Trek.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah, dude.
I've been in
Shout out to anybody that sent in an audition for a movie role. That's just amazing.
Yeah, anybody who goes for it,
Yeah.
And everybody here giving it y'all, doing table reads, participating, acting.
Yeah, that was sweet. I mean, that's like, I know we've done a lot of other classic scripts, but this was like our first step into the modern script. And I mean, like we were saying, it's tight, dude. Like it is. I mean, you see the other long character descriptions and scenery descriptions, and this is like sitting there on a table, leather jacket, done,
And more spec script type format. Like it did say continuous a couple times, and some things bold, but we didn't have all the camera directions and etc. either.
Which I think too is true, because I think there's so many people out there that are trying to get into script writing. I was literally reading it prior to getting it. This book is awesome. I don't know if we can do
put it in front of your chest.
Really can't see it.
If you
at
put
all.
it closer to yourself, there
the
you go.
Hollywood Standard. It's just a straight. It doesn't really talk too much about how to write or like how to develop scripts. It's more like this is exactly what it's supposed to look like, But like one of the things that he was talking about is he's like the standard now is 110 pages, right? And you get a lot of flack. Like this one's 140 pages, and what he said is that like though scripts that are like that are the ones that are getting ordered, right? Like James Cameron says, all right, I want this script to be made, right? And so they pick a writer to do that. So the deal's already been made before they start writing anything. But a lot of young writers are trying to get their foot in the door with spec scripts, right? So it's like, how do you write a spec script to start getting your name in the door so that people will start wanting to call you up to become a professional writer, And so that's why I think this script is so worthwhile to examine,
Yeah, and like Angelina said, like this is 140 pages, which seems like a lot for most scripts, but it's also like they have the general rule about a minute a page, but some movies move faster and quicker. Like this one is a quick, fast-paced movie. So even though it's 140, that's not like in this type of filmmaking and with this director and stuff, it's not a long movie. It's not a long script.
Yeah.
It also has the performances that aren't in the script full out. They had a lot of performances in the movie as well.
Yeah.
Any you can remind us of? Any that come to your mind offhand?
What's her name? Blonde. She's plays Captain Marvel. She plays
Envy.
Brie
Larson. She sang a full number when she goes, "Oh yeah," and that's like leading into her singing that song. And the band plays a couple times as well. But I think the way they cut to in the script is like kind of crazy. It's like there's no other script like this script. They literally end a scene, and the line that then end the scene on is transitioning into the next scene. Like, so there's no like, it's not like next day you wake up and you like have to start a new scene because it's like starting in the middle of something happening already. So I think it's crazy.
I love it.
I know they literally wrote the transitions into the script,
Yeah. If only it was as easy to get the thing like script seen as it was in Gene Roddenberry's day. He was working as a cop at the time, and he was trying to get sold and get an agent, and he was working as he actually used his motorcycle to go to this bar where all these agents hung out, and he acted like he was going to arrest somebody, scared the crap out of this one guy named Irving Lazar, and he walked up to this agent dude, and he reaches into his jacket, pulls out a script, throws the script on this table in front of this agent, and takes off into the night, and ended up getting an agent that way. If only if it were that easy now.
Must have also been a really good script.
Yeah, this was pre-Star Trek. This was before he was known for Star Trek, but this is how he got into the business, and this is in the Star Trek histories. So
awesome.
If it were as easy now, a lot of more people would be in the business, I'm sure.
Yeah. Certain things are easier, certain things are harder, but it definitely
easier to make your own script into something if you want to these days. With
the easiest way to get discovered is to make it yourself.
Yeah. Sorry, say that again.
The easiest way to get discovered is to make something yourself, and they'll be like,
but I
not
also,
so easy. But
went into a camera store actually today. It was like I was telling Jacob I just DP'd it on a project, and it kind of opened up the whole mind into film and stuff. And so I was like, all right, I got to like start getting some film gear. So I naively walked into this place, and they're like, oh yeah, dude, well the camera's like $5,000, and then you need a couple lenses, right? So that'll put you at about $10,000, and then you got to get a couple of mounts, and then you got to get the cage, and then you got to have a dolly, right? And you're like, okay, yeah, let's, you start getting into the $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 range,
And it depends on what your goals are. Like there have been movies made with iPhone, I think, was it iPhone 12 or something?
Mhm.
And it's like an Oscar nominated short filmed on a phone. So
there's one phone, the iPhone 5, that got awarded tons a while back.
iPhone 5.
Yeah, you start with what you have, and you learn the limitations. Like phones don't have as much dynamic range, so you put a lot more light into it, and everything's a little brighter. And in post, you can change it. And so there's a lot, and like we're saying, you use what you have, and then you grow. And as you get better, then you can rent other things and move up from there. And
Grow
get
your
budgets.
equipment as you grow your experience.
So.
Yeah.
Or get a backer. Somebody who will foot the bill
I
for all of your stuff.
self-produce a few things like by myself right now, a few little mini series, and I just have a ring light and a mic, and
It's interesting. I was talking to a friend of mine about kind of the movie industry, and it was like, back in the day, if you made a movie, right, it was so hard to do that if you made it, it was going to get seen, it was going to get distributed. Even like not that long ago, I mean, if you look at Sling Blade, that was kind of the deal, right? Like that was Billy Bob Thornton's breakout movie, and he like managed to get a film together, put it out there, and it was a great movie too. But I mean, it just got seen, and now we're at the place now where streaming services are popping up left, right, and center. There's so much content out there now, and so a lot of things get muddled. But at the same time, like, I feel like we're like moving into the golden age, right? Because people who didn't really have access to it and, didn't have the ability to move out to Hollywood and then be in the muck forever, like they can sit down in Toronto and like, start working this and building it out. And I think we're going to see a new age of stories from whole different parts of society that we never even saw before start coming up and telling some really powerful stories, and so I'm super excited for the future of cinema for sure.
Oh yeah,
totally. So on that note, all of you will go around and you each can say what involvement you have and would like to have in cinema, and where people can find you if they want to connect with you or see more of you. So I don't know if the grid is still the same for everybody or still the same for me, but I'll go around how it is on my screen. And so again, number 1, Don Lampasone.
Well, it's donlampasone.com is where my work lives. It's not all of it, but it's enough. And I basically shoot and edit for a living. Not feature films, unfortunately. It's what I'd love to be doing. So working on a few ideas of my own to get them produced. I would do it myself. So, but I'm also looking to collaborate in different ways too with people because I write slow. So, but yeah, and I do some acting as well. So that's me.
See. Awesome. Super awesome. Jacob Patrick, jacobpatrick.com, but mainly go to Table Read Tuesday on Facebook for the Facebook group or the Facebook page. And next we have Bitota.
Hi, I'm Bitota. I do a lot of acting, screenwriting and film stuff. I would say the easiest way is probably on Twitter. My handle is @Bitota with 3 A's or 4 A's at the end. You can also find my stuff on YouTube if you search my name.
Excellent. Angelina.
Hello, I'm Angelina Peterson. You can find me, first of all, on Your Adored Life Facebook page. It's my fairly new business. I'm where I make custom family documentaries, and help people to tell their story and continue their legacy. I acted for years and years, many years ago, and haven't done a whole lot lately. So this is actually a lot of fun to get back in and do stuff. So mostly on stage, but some film as well. So a couple movies and a couple other things. I don't know. You forget about stuff after a while. But,
Totally do.
yeah. That's me.
Awesome. And yes, it was definitely fun. And one of the fun performances from Petra.
Oh, okay. So hi. Yeah, social media presence is probably like nothing compared to what it should be. I don't even have an Instagram. I don't know how that flies in this day and age, but yeah. Also on Twitter, first and last name. And I've done plays with Toni, which were awesome experiences, mostly staged. Only real film experience was doing a commercial when I was about 4 weeks old, so which you can find on YouTube, which always blows my mind. And hopefully something like this, start like this, and get into, I don't know, getting my words out there, getting however they're going to come out, either on a page or on a screen. So something to work on, definitely. This is a very cool experience, so thank you.
You're a
Awesome.
screenwriter as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, just any form of writing. I'll write on a Post-it, but yeah, scripts and stories and short stuff and long stuff. It doesn't really matter.
Nice. There's a few of us growing in here.
Excellent. Toni.
Hello. Thank you again for having me again. Let's see. You can find me on Facebook at Toni Flora. I'm getting into voiceover and I am currently filming a series. So those will be forthcoming. Lots of fun. We just had our first filming on Sunday. So that was a blast. A long day, but it like flew by and I was so freaking dehydrated. But anyways, that's beside the point.
Sure.
Have
some water.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, that's what I didn't do enough of. Yeah, so Facebook, Toni Flora, and voiceover casting sites, Antoinette Flora. That's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. And Clint Monroe.
Hey guys, my name's Clint. You can find me at Clint Monroe on Facebook or Gems of Zen Productions on Instagram. Lots of things are going on in the works. I continue to do this. This is awesome. I absolutely love it. It's such a good way to go through and read scripts. I pick up something every time I do it. And then, you're taking down writing notes. I did get to DP on this project. It was actually really cool. The story was about a man who had lost his father, a migrant worker in the United States who's lost his father and was unable to travel home during COVID. Which is something that's very timely and it happens to a lot of people. So that was an awesome project. And then, just writing and being in the whole creative space has been something that's been really awesome to me. So I bounce back up between here and LA from time to time. But I'm looking for any opportunity to collaborate, to tell a story, whether it's funny, happy, sad, scary, whatever. I just like stories, man. So thank you again for having me. I look forward to coming back next week and developing more of my voices. I hope I did a decent job with the characters. It's fun, man. This is a great script, great opportunity. So thank you.
Thank you. And from the Green Galaxy, Heather-Leigh Cameron.
Can everyone hear me?
We can.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a little quiet, but yes.
Oh, am I? Okay. My name is Heather-Leigh Cameron. You can find me on IMDb, Actors Access, YouTube under the channel The Storm and Latter-day Saint, Instagram, my Facebook page, Heather-Leigh Cameron, creative freelancer. I've done acting, voice acting, theater, writing, and self-production. Yes, I've been doing all those things, and I'm only 34 years old. I work very, very hard. I am looking for work if anybody's hiring. And I'm absolutely passionate about what I do. I feel that everything I bring into the world, I feel like it's bringing children into the world. And I absolutely love everything I bring into the world. And I'm so grateful that I have the chance to bring something wonderful into this world. So, and being a neurodivergent individual, I feel it's my right to bring everything into this world because I am an underrepresented individual. So I take pride in everything because there's so few voices of us neurodivergent individuals who actually get to bring things into the world. And I see myself as a dreamer and a dream. And who else? Like, who else is going to do it but me and those who actually, because not everybody has to bring their voice into the world, but I do, so I'm going to do it. Anyway. thank you.
Awesome. We love your dreaming. We love your passion. Love that you're bringing it all into the world and sharing it here with us and being a part of this. So thank
I'll
you.
post my links. I'll share the links if you want. Did you get
All
them
right.
all?
At least one, I think two. Yeah. So we'll get
Again,
those.
the Storm and Latter-day Saint on
That's when we
YouTube,
got.
Heather-Leigh Cameron, creative freelancer. I'm on IMDb, Actors Access, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah. Feel
We'll
free to
get
reach
them. We got them. All right. Scott Pilgrim versus the World cast here. Table Read Tuesdays. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Again,
you.
you all did amazing. It was fun. So
Thank
happy to have you guys here. Hope y'all come back and we'll
Oh,
see you guys.
and share this with other screenwriters who want to get
Yeah.
better at screenwriting. Share it with other actors who want to get into acting and want to do something like this. We actually are looking for more diverse as
Yes.
well.
Yes. So please, yeah, if you have other diverse actors, person of colors, actors that would like to do something like this, please invite them. We want to build that roster so that
Yeah.
if we have parts that we can give them.
We have some
Yeah.
scripts coming up that require it. So
Yes, we do.
Diversity rocks.
yes.
Yep.
Live
So-
long and prosper, y'all.
Let's do it, man. Let's start a revolution, guys. Come on now.
Fun.
All right.
Great
All
to
right.
see everyone again and great to
Thank
see the new
you.
faces.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you very much. So happy
Keep
to have you
coming
here.
back.
Yes. All right. See you guys soon.
Bye
See ya.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.